Good to know. Hi. Now can you hear me? Meow, can you hear me? Are we good? Okay, perfect. Hi. Hi. Just a little HGTV action going on over here. Turns out the bookcase that I invested not only money but 2.5 hours of my day yesterday makes this studio look like a divorced dad's studio apartment. It is not good at all. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi, besties. I just want to share this on my Facebook page while you're waiting, if you don't mind that people know that you're slumming it. We have to, uh, hi. I feel like I definitely have to get better at getting these things started because it's always very discombobulated. And then on the replay, I look ridiculous. Hi, everybody. It's bestie time. It's Wednesday. All right. So hi. Hello, everybody. I've learned I can turn on my YouTube on my phone, and so I can watch the chat better here.
Can you do that in the morning?
No,
You have to leave
because if you
open?
leave spaces,
If you leave the StreamYard, like if you minimize StreamYard, can you know what I mean?
I don't know.
StreamYard, and that way you can like watch this on YouTube.
I don't know.
The chat.
I've only done it once. Hi. So this is the background I have. But this isn't Bunny After Darkish. So this is for the Just Machado show. And then we started Bunny After Dark. And then this just kind of continued. Although we shut the lights off last week during the Beaver Moon ceremony, that may be the Bunny After Dark vibe we're looking for. But I actually think this whole thing needs to go for Bunny After Dark. The shows have to be separate. We don't want anybody thinking that this is Just Machado show material because it's not. It's not. And then we have the bookcase situation was for behind Erin. First we had a white wall and everybody was saying it was kind of blasé. So then we had these curtains, these like velour green curtains that were supposed to be for our windows. Erin brought this rod thing and we put the curtains down there. I didn't love that. I just felt like it was too, again, blasé. There wasn't enough there. And then I bought this bookshelf because I thought we have all these trinkets and so we should be displaying the trinkets. And then Georgia, I think, suggested we need lights. Yeah, so it's a divorced dad special going on in the background. And so Georgia's like, let's get the lights. Well, the LED lights have like the dots. And so it looks cheap. It's giving LTL. And so we don't want that. And so we are not bringing in Lucy. We can't bring, Lucy cannot leave the foyer. And then to top it all off, it is a balmy 55 degrees in the studio. As you may have learned over the summer, we had a great air conditioning, but then they put in this spaceship of an HVAC unit, which like flies above us. And we don't have a control for it. The AC is still in the window. It's cold. It's cold. We won't even sugarcoat that. It's cold. Erin has a puffy vest. I actually had my after hours hoodie, like a crew neck sweatshirt that I thought to myself, oh, I can wear, and forgot Georgia. She, like her mother, took an item from here yesterday and wore it to school today. And so we have a comforter in the car that TT was giving Julia for her new house. We may go get that. We have a little, I forgot, we got that blanket over there. Can warm up if necessary. It's cold. It's cold. I could use a space heater right now. Yes. Is your shirt 3D? It is this. Okay. So this shirt showed up on my algorithm on Instagram, Shein. It was this bodysuit, black bodysuit with a 3D flower. And I saw it and yes, of course, of course, 100. Look, I mean, this is where it's a theme. And so it kept showing up on my algorithm and I was like, I want that. And then I bought the girls like a Shein haul, which cost me like, $100 for 500 items. And I said, just add this to it. I want to try it. And it actually showed up looking exactly as it did in the picture, except it was too big. So it was like this bodysuit and it was hanging and the flower was flopping. And so I did a little snip snip today, cut it off, and then hot glue gunned this onto a black shirt that I have. So it's 3D. Also, if you were listening, am I missing an earring? Thank you for asking, Crime Zombie. If you were listening this morning to my Spaces, which is now a daily show that we're doing via StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook, and X, I talked about tasking the besties with finding the match for this. So this is the earring that we were talking about this morning. This was originally from Francesca's. Do you see what I mean? It's big, it's chunky, it's been my life for many, many years. I tried and I can't find anything just like it. So as a reminder to all of you that you have a job to do, I only wore one today. Can you imagine how great this ensemble would look if we had two chunky diamonds? Which ear should it go in? Should it stay in this one or should it go in this one? And then one of my show and tell items is actually, I'm just going to show it in advance. TT's here. What's going on? TT, you still have that in the car. I do have it in the car, TT, because Julia is like nomadic right now. They haven't moved in. They're not quite at home. They're in these weird spaces. I'm sorry. Clip what on the necklace? Clip the earring? We can't. We need another one of these. We need another one of these gigantic cubic zirconia diamond thingies. It's my oh, I don't know what you want it on the other ear. This is like an interactive show. We could put it in the middle of the flower. No, we have something for that actually. We have something for that. I'm going to go right into a show and tell item right now, and then we're going to talk about what the show is going to be like tonight. That's it. I'll put it in the other ear. You're right. It should be in the other ear. We have a Christmas tree that is, we have a Christmas tree that is made up of misfit ornaments. I grew up with a Christmas tree that my parents bought at a store as was on display. So no, Jeffrey is not here tonight. No. How many times do I have to tell you, Jeffrey doesn't come on Wednesdays? You all see the cleaning man when y'all came in? Let me just, hold on. Let me write a note. Hold on. We got notes. Stand by. There's lots of things happening. Let's write alarm. Okay. We don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Okay, first of all, share this, please. Thank you. Okay, let's get that out of the way because we will die if we get 58 views. Jeffrey's not here. He's not allowed on Bunny After Dark. I just became friends with him on Facebook, like recently. So I don't know, but it's just baby steps. He's in the doghouse for not shelf building. Shout out to my bestie that. Listen, don't ask questions about what this bridge is. I know it looks like it's it doesn't look like pee. It looks like it's nuclear reactive or something like that. This is the best beverage I've ever had, okay? And we're on a calorie deficit and I'm not going to talk about it, but that is a Mountain Dew. But it's peach and honey flavored. And you can only get it at Kentucky Fried Chicken. And my son told me about it and he's like, there's a drink there. I know you're going to like it. I said, get me one. And then he got me one. And now that's my caffeine of choice for tonight's show. Thanks for asking. Jess, what is your Facebook page? There's a Jess Machado Show Facebook page. And there's my personal page, Jess Machado, which has a lot of people who followed me there. And we're going to try to transition away from that because it's kind of personal. But for show and tell today, we're going to get real personal. All right. But before we get into show and tell, Erin is all bundled up. So we have a Christmas tree in my house. I grew up with a Christmas tree that it looked the same every year. I guess my parents went to a store. I don't know. TT can like supplement this story. And they walked in, and this is when we moved out of the project to the nice house. And we get to the nice house, and they get a Christmas tree, and it's pink, and it's got snowflakes, and it looks the same every year. And it's like it's just regimented, which is just on brand for how things were in the household growing up. When I had kids, I wanted all of their school Christmas ornaments to be on it. And then I assumed once they got to like the teenage years that we could like move away from that and get something a little bit more aesthetic, right? Well, the kids will riot and they don't like it. They usually only allow me to add like a new ornament or two every season. Well, I have been stockpiling ornaments for the past year. Anytime I see something cute anywhere I am, I'm like, I'm going to get this. But it's got to be quirky and it's got to be weird because it's got to kind of fit in with all of the stuff. Anyway, I saw these charming little red birds and I know they're going to look amazing on the tree. And so I bought them, but I can't help but think that they could be, am I getting yelled at already? Your lack of personal security annoys the fuck out of me. Begin to please understand how popular you are, ma'am. You're a conservative, my friend. Act like it. That appeals to a certain facet of my personality where you're yelling at me, but also rewarding me. I don't know. Maybe I didn't realize that. I did have a stalker, and kind of they were crossing the lines, and then that seemed to go away after we handled that a little bit. But don't you think that this little charming bird just seems to match this ensemble and would love to live here? Does this make sense?
I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it.
Can you see it, or should he just be on the shoulder? You need a name.
Balance out the flower on the other side with the side with the.
Like this, I can't do a whole show like this.
Oh, I like it. Right
Here,
there. It's a good balance.
this is giving Effie from Hunger Games. Do we have a little clip or can you attach? Do you have a pin? What do you have? Erin, Bobby, guys, am I really wearing this? Are you sure?
I mean, no, not sure. Give it a whirl. We can adjust as we go.
Hold on.
Jess is packing heat. We got a dress night.
Erin. Oh, like this, right?
Yeah. So it stays up, or maybe the other way. But he can't go the other way because it would be back his head.
Here I am thinking I'm hurting his tail.
Nice.
I don't hate it.
No. That looks good in the side show. Let's take a little whirl.
May the odds forever be in your favor. All right, yeah, I think we're going with it, everybody. What's
Are they saying no?
Wait, are people saying no to the bird? You can't say no to the bird.
No birds have luck.
Oh, she belongs. Just the bird seed.
On the shoulder, no. Oh my God. They're all yellow.
Everybody's yelling.
Oh, unless it was no on the flower. Let's see. He blends in with the flower. Shoulder.
He lives here now. He lives here now. Anyway, Lisa, don't love the color of this hair. You know Jess does what she wants. I want the bird in my hair right now. Look at him. He's looking. He's judging you. It's Birdie After Dark, actually. It's not funny. Put the bird on your shoulder. We are just going to...
Look at the way that I'm sitting right now when they put me on this camera. These two shelves. Look at I think this one right here and this one right here.
I've never been more disappointed in my work ever than that background. Never, ever been more disappointed. Somebody said to wrap your hair in a bun so it's like a nest. Ah, you are Erin in the winter, Melanie. She's hunched over.
Really sure y'all understand how cold it is.
Erin looks like she's in the workshop. It's freezing here.
It's not even in here, it's the air from there. It is 40 degrees outside and that is the air coming right. When did you get this?
I love it. Maybe put the curtain back. Yes, we're gonna have to change it, obviously.
I don't even know where my mic is. It took the curtains down. She didn't even move them out of the way. They just took them all the way down. They're folded in a pile on the table. They took away all my things. They left me no choice.
I was trying to improve the studio. The bookcase is terrible. Terrible. Jess, do you watch Chicks on the Right in the mornings? I do not. I don't do anything in the mornings other than drive my daughter to school and then talk to all of you. That's it. And then I start working. I have all of these notes now. Hold on, stand by. We got to put this here. We've got to put this here. All right. So green, just I like whatever Erin had last week and the lights down. It looked good. Yeah, there may be a dramatic moment in the show when we have to shut the lights off. We'll get there. We're working on it. We're trying. Also, all of the microphone stuff that I bought is going back. I can return it, by the way. Mhm. And so that's a couple programming notes. We have a show on Saturday. It's the first show of season 2. So there's that. Tomorrow night, Justin Thurber is having an event. He is our state representative. I will be at it. I have no idea where it is. I don't know. Somebody just said, Jess, you have a bird on your head. I know he lives here. I have no idea where Justin Thurber's event is. So, but I'll be there. I'll figure that out, but I will be there. So that's tomorrow night. I have no idea where it is, but if you're in the area and you want to go, I will be there. There's that.
It is. Yes.
What?
I'm freezing, yes. Are we all?
Yes, if you're jumping in here late, the studio is 55 degrees. It's cold. We don't know how to turn the heat on. We don't have the remote to turn it on. It's the AC is in. There's a slight breeze coming from the outside. You're yelling at me with love and annoyance about the bird.
No, about the security.
Oh, it's the same person? No, I know. All right. So let's we also just before the show started were 100% confident we heard a dog in the hallway. Turns out it was just like a drill, but it definitely sounded like a dog. Can you imagine if they allowed puppers in here? All right, let's start working through an agenda, shall we? Okay, let me cross off this Thurber event. No idea where it is, but if you want to go, just go to Justin Thurber State Rep page and you'll see it. Okay. Okay. I did call Amazon and they do not give any information to me about a package that is delivered. It is about the privacy of the person who purchased from them and not me. It didn't matter. I knew it was going to happen. I knew that that's what they were going to say. And so they don't do it. And so I would have to go to the police and file a report with the police department. And then the police would have to contact Amazon and their law department could give that information. But otherwise, no, it's not. They will not give it to me. So I don't have the answer to that. Melanie, it's driving me bonkers. Erin, center yourself with the bookshelf, please. OCD.
It's the whole thing. Look, I cover. There's no more bookshelf.
It's really bad.
It's not bad. It's just funny. Look, it doesn't work.
It's really bad. I don't like it at all. So do we want to start off with show and tell? We can start off with show and tell. I only have, well, obviously the birds were one thing. So let's start with show and tell. Let's get that.
Oh, look, no. Don't do this. What do you want me to do? I wanna go to the couch.
One more bookshelf in the curtain. I will read all the suggestions. If you have ideas about the back, let's do it. Once we shut off the lights later, you'll see. I don't even love the lights because you can see the dots. Listen, I'm trying here, but can I just be honest with you? This isn't my talent. My talent is talking and entertaining and fighting and running my mouth. And I don't want to do any of these things. I hate it. It drives me nuts. I'm going into show and tell. During COVID, I thought we were all going to die. And I purchased something online that I thought was going to save us all should we all get COVID and die. And it was this small little nebulizer thing. You have no idea what it was like. First of all, this is a time when you could not get Tylenol. All the Tylenol was off the shelves. You couldn't see anything. I mean, shelves were empty. Tylenol was gone. People were buying like Tylenol PM on accident from Amazon because that's all you could get. And I bought this nebulizer thinking that this thing was going to save our lives. To my surprise, it came in and it was this small little thing. We've never used it. It stays on the shelf in my kitchen. And I literally thought that in the event that somebody in my house got COVID, this would be the only thing that would save us. It's plugs in. It's like a little nebulizer thing. Okay. I'm not kidding. This thing was like $50 at the time. I have no idea how much it was. And then we tried to buy another one and they were sold out. And this thing, I essentially thought was going to save our lives. I won't get rid of it. I don't think we need it, obviously, because we all got COVID and we all lived. But this still stays in my kitchen just in case of an emergency. I know that what? Not sure. No idea what would go in it. Just some water or something, some essential oils. I didn't get to that part yet. I don't know. Like some medication obviously would have to go on and we'd be getting it on the black market. I am sure there are a lot of things that people purchased during COVID that they like thought that they needed or wanted, or like it was a crazy, crazy time. But this thing right here is what I thought was going to save my life, the life of my kids, everybody's lives, this stupid nebulizer. And every day when I open up my cabinet to like either get some Tylenol or vitamins or whatever, this thing sits right there and I just see this this thing and I can't get rid of it. And so that's one of my show and tell items. Your mom uses it for bring back the bunny ears. I have them. Stand by. I don't know how it's going to work with the bird. Oh, he's peeking. He's peeking through. It's good for bronchitis. The C word is a scam. I had a bottle of Clorox wipes from 2000. I missed that. We could, when we do our political show on Mondays. Oh, I have a name for it. Do you guys want to know what it is? So we're going to start a show on Monday, and it's called Give Me a Minute. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. We're going to start off the show with a 1-minute rant about whatever it is, the hot topic or whatever. But I really do believe if you give me 1 minute, I can convince you of something. Like, I really think, like, give me, you can't say, okay, thank you. So I think Give Me a Minute is going to be the name. And so I'm working with that. I don't know if everybody loves it, but give me a minute. I do really feel like I could change your mind on something. Just give me a minute. So that's a show on Monday. So there's that. This is a box. This is a Coach box. And I had not opened it in I don't know how many years. It's in my basement. I was in my basement swapping out Halloween decorations. I did put my necklace in it just so it wouldn't get lost, but I brought my necklace and bracelet from the yard sale thing, the estate sale. But I have not looked through this. But I know there's like little mementos in here. And so I figured like you guys like that name for the show? Give me a minute. Give me a minute or give me a minute. I'm not really sure, but I do elevator speech. Yeah. Like give me 1 minute and I can convince you that Mike Keneally is the best person to beat Maura Healey. Like 1 minute. Elevator speech. Is that from Working Girl with Melanie Griffith? I'm not sure. Give me a minute or give me a minute. I'm not really sure. Gimme. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Also, when we're talking and we're fighting, give me a minute. I need a minute. Give me a minute. Let's open this box and see what's in it. I know there's some shit in here. I'm just not sure what it is. I know, like, I can tell you right now that, yeah. So there's, all right. If you have more than one child, there are probably things you've done with just that one child that you didn't do with the other kids because, sorry, kids, there's more of you. This was a photo album that I always carried around with me for Julia when she was a baby. And so, like, when she was sitting down or we were at somewhere, I would like flip through it and I'd be like, "Who's this?" And I'd like say, "Who's this?" We're starting off right and early. This is baby sonogram, right? That's in there. This is you when you were a baby in mommy's belly. It's so hard. 2001, we didn't have digital cameras back then, did we? Like, there's a picture of Julia at the hospital. Look at this little nugget when I gave her bath. Look how cute. No, up here is newborn. Down here is not. We keep moving. This is her. I'm still not good at this. That is her baptism. I got that's her godmother and that's a cousin. I got her baby's breath for her hair. I just had this vision. This is the same day, but later on when she was all cozy. That's Mima in the background holding her. This is her chunky eating. And then this is, look at Jess Machado back then. It looks like Georgia with my baby. This picture, everybody in the family had that. We just gave it to everybody. What else is in here? Oh my God. This is like first. Okay. So her dad owned an Irish pub and that is Julia going to her first St. Patrick's Day with a Irish knit sweater and hat. Look how cute. Oh, here's my grandmother. Look at my grandma. That's with my hat that I wore to the baptism. Okay. I remember exactly when this picture was taken. Julia and I were singing "You Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile" from Annie. And we used to dance to it. And I remember that exact day my sister came over and took that picture. This is when she was in kindergarten, starting to get a little bit more of an attitude. And like her kissing her cousin Logan. Okay, so that's one thing that's in there. This is okay, that's not a big deal, but this is okay. So when Julia's dad and I were together, we owned 3 businesses. We owned Swedes Cafe, St. James Irish Pub, and the Old Firehouse Smoke Shop. And you could buy a gift certificate for any one of those 3 businesses. And this is the envelope to it. So not sure why I have it. Oh, we have, huh? Maybe. This is from the Herald News, Saturday, March 11th, 2000. So this is St. Patrick's Day was falling on a Friday during Lent, and the bishop would not allow Catholics to eat corned beef because you can't eat meat during Lent. And so we owned the St. James pub at the time, and my baby daddy was asked about his stance on this because they sold corned beef. So he said, "I'm certainly hoping the bishop gives a dispensation," says Ron. My mother's a Murphy Travasos, because Ron is a Travasos, but his mother is a Murphy, owner of the St. James Irish Pub. It will hurt us if he doesn't. So here's Ron trying to make a case for the bishop to allow Catholics to eat meat on St. Patrick's Day of that year. Still, the St. Patrick's Day festivities at the pub on Purchase Street are all planned. Travasos has received permission from the licensing board to put up a large tent on the parking lot next to his pub where the corned beef and beer will be served to live music. That was my idea. If you're from this area and you've ever been to Aiden's Pub in Bristol, on St. Patrick's Day, they used to put up a tent with heaters outside, and we had never done that at the pub. And so I gave that idea to Ron. I was like, why don't we do this? I believe, if I'm correct, like this year or the year after that, it snowed and it was fucking freezing and it was the worst idea ever. But one year it was a really, really great idea. So anyway, so I saved this. Picture of Julia. This is a treasure trove. Oh, Jeffrey, don't watch this. Don't watch Jeffrey. This is a note from Ron, and I'm pretty sure that this was for a St. Patrick's Day, probably that year. I remember leaving to go to work, or I don't know where I was going, and it's a note from Ron that says, "Jess, thanks for helping last night. Have a nice day. I love you, R." I saved it. Oh, so this, I got a Coach bag, and that's Julia's signature, and from Ron. I got a Coach bag and a wallet that was probably in this Coach box, and I got drunk one night and left my overhead light on my car because somebody else drove it, and left my purse in the car, and somebody broke into it and stole my purse, and I never saw it again. Oh, my days of stealing things were obviously in effect many years ago. Southern Comfort Summer 2000 drink recipes. I probably stole this from a restaurant or something. It's like I stole. Sorry. What are all of these things? We're not going through these things. Does anybody, oh, another St. Patrick's Day thing, St. James Irish Pub. I have no idea what year that is. If anybody remembers the steak restaurant in Fall River, I have a $30 gift certificate that my mom gave me that I never used. No, they closed. What are these? These are cards. Cards I gave Ron, cards Ron gave me. Hooray for you. Congratulations on your new car. It's been a long time coming. I hope you enjoy driving it as much as you enjoy talking about it. This was to Ron when he finally bought a Lexus. This was his first like fancy car. What birthday video? Did I? I don't think, maybe I think this is Jack and George's grandma. Her hair was bright red, if you can't tell. Yep. This is crazy. I knew this was in here. This is a girl that I worked with many years ago at Victoria's Secret, and she invited me to go to a party to her house, and she wrote the directions on a piece of paper because we didn't have phones back then. So this was 495 North to Route 2 West. Exit 31B in Fitchburg, 12 North. Third light on Bemis Road, make a right. Second light, left on Summer Street. First light, left Harvard Street. Last house on the left, park across the street. This is what we had to do back in the day, kids. Write notes. Look at Julia. Look at this child with my best friend Santa. I drew a picture of Mayor Lambert from Fall River. I must not have liked him back then. I have no idea. I don't know. I got a gift from Ron, and it was an ESQ watch, and a rhinestone fell out, and this was the phone number because we sent it to go get repaired, and I kept it. I have a NAP video card, membership card. Well, this was probably a box I just put away when I packed and Ron and I separated. You know what I mean? Like keep some things and throw away the rest. Oh, this is tea. This is from Greg's wife. So my stepfather's wife, Jackie. Hope you're feeling better. Please don't ever feel like you're bothering me when you call. I'll always be here if you need to talk. And don't worry, everything always has a way of working itself out. No matter what you decide, you will never be alone. Love, Jackie. She's great. They're divorced. But she's great.
Oh, when did she send?
She sent that to me.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Can you acknowledge this person, please?
What do you need to know? Who do you need? Please just make sure you take the pic out.
There's a naked picture of your baby.
She's got a diaper on.
She's already made like.
Why? What's the matter?
They don't want your YouTube to get flagged.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I will take it out. I don't know how I will take it out. I don't know the answer to that. I'm asking the bird. This is an account identification card for a bank account I had at Bank 5. And this is a ticket to a show at Case Drama Boosters present A Midsummer's Night's Dream by Christopher Silva, who is my cousin. Okay, this took a long time to get through. I don't know if that was as interesting for you as it was for me, but there's a reason why Ron is my ex, and so let's not revisit this ever again. We should have Beaver Moon ceremony this whole box. Do you guys want to see?
Ooh, go slow.
Okay, that's the bracelet.
Good one. Okay.
Flanagan is doing okay.
You wanna show the picture or not?
Isn't this pretty? It doesn't go with this ensemble. No, too much. Too much. We have gold and we can't do this. But this is it. I don't know. I just love the colors. I have no idea. It's missing some stones. My fat neck will need an extender for sure because back in the olden days, these women were like rails. And it needs a little bit of cleaning. But it's super pretty. And it's not real. But this was it. And then the birds. That's it. The only other thing I had for show and tell, and I don't know, maybe we want to keep it moving. I was going to pull up my Instagram and I was going to go back and show you some pictures from my Instagram. My Instagram is locked and private, but it's been like my online diary for a long time. So I don't know. I was going to pull that up. I'm not sure. Let's read some comments. We can do that. And then we have to talk about, okay, want to know what's on the agenda? Let's talk about it. Okay. On the agenda today, show and tell. Let's cross it off. We also talked about the new show already. We're going to cross that off. We have an unboxing. We have 2 items for an unboxing. I'm going to tell you a quick story about Georgia when I'm done with this part. We're going to talk about Dave Portnoy and what's going on with this whole thing. Does anybody know who Lily Allen is, the singer? Okay. Have you guys heard her new album by any chance?
Listen, I want to talk about this because Hopper was my favorite, and I can't believe he's a piece of shit.
It is a crazy album. There is a song on it called Pussy Palace, okay? We are going to talk about it. But I also am like a hardcore Lily Allen fan from years and years, like Alfie days, like long time ago. And she's been like momming and with the guy from Stranger Things and they were married and they have kids together. And if this were me and I was going through a breakup, I would want to have an album just like this. And she like basically gives all the tea in all of these songs about Madeline, and it's just really good. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that.
And the double whammy. Whammy by her and by
Yeah. Saline goes to the nebulizer. Thank you. Somebody saw Lily Allen. I love Lily Allen. I love her. She's so great. Okay, so then also we're going to do a breakdown, and I'm just going to we're going to talk about the Kirk Minahan show because I can't let this go, okay? I cannot let this situation go with the Minahan show. No.
They said, I wonder if, I guess, Jared Carrabis was going to be on.
Yeah.
And they were like, I wonder if Carrabis, I don't know, could do a Nurse Kim impression or something. Because somebody was like,
Confirmed. Kirk said confirmed.
he's not even going to know Nurse Kim.
Yeah. I'm going to walk through the Kirk Minahan show thing with all of you. So that we're going to do that next. So unboxing, we're going to talk about Georgia for a second. We're going to talk about KMS, Lily Allen, Dave Portnoy, and Nick Rocco's YouTube show. I knew I was going to talk about it. All right. Let's talk about Kirk Minahan show for a minute. And I understand the majority of the women who are here. This can come off. Is the bird still okay? Ugh. I feel like the bird's got to come out. We can't go. This will be clipped and posted all over the internet forever. Okay. Okay, better. Okay, so we're gonna work through this Kirk Minahan show thing together. And I think this is actually the best place for it, okay? Because Kirk Minahan Show is a show that is on Barstool. You guys know who Kirk Minahan is. He used to be on the radio here in Boston, but now he is on and he has his own show over here. Okay. You don't know who Kirk is. That's okay. He used to be a sports radio guy here, big sports guy. And he also has a show called The Case, and he's there's depth to his personality. Kirk has a show on Barstool called The Kirk Minahan Show, or KMS, okay? And I have been, and there's a reason why many of you girls don't know about it. And I have this whole thing about this. I want to know about the Kirk Minahan Show. I want to understand. I want all the inside jokes. I want to be a part of it so desperately because it seems fucking funny. There are moments where I'm laughing and I don't know what I'm laughing at because I don't understand it. But there's so many inside jokes and so many, they have like a top 50 list of like people, and I know like 5 of them, okay? So right now I am in my pink hat era for the Kirk Minahan Show. Pink hats are all of you girls that like sports and you want to be in the sports. You want to know who the Patriots are. You want to know who the players are, but you don't know enough. So you're buying yourself a pink hat. So I'm in my pink hat era of KMS. Now, how do I get beyond that? I have to watch the shows, and that's a commitment because I don't watch shows. I don't watch anybody's shows. So I have to watch the shows, and I have to learn who these people are, and I have to learn who the players are, and I have to figure out their personality. All I know is Menners is from Australia, and I'm just wondering why we are all infiltrated with these people from another continent. I don't understand. The Free Karen Reid movement has Australians, and now KMS has Menners, and so what I'm going to need is I'm going to need a breakdown of all of these people. So I don't know if now I'm assuming that Kirk wants his show to expand. I'm assuming they want more views because why wouldn't you? Well, you're right. Erin says, does he? I'm not really sure. Do you want views? Do you not want views? Do you do this for fun? Do you do it for therapy? Like, do you do it because you like to, like, I like yelling and arguing with people, and Kirk likes to yell at people. And so, like, I feel like I would like it there. I just don't know anything. So if you're a girl, so this all started with, they had Bitches Week where they were inviting women to come on, and Nurse Kim was on, and Menners messaged me and was like, well, make your case on why you should be on. And I didn't even ask to be on because fuck, I don't know enough about it. But I have kind of like a thing here where I want to know about it. I'm also not really sure it's a place for women. It seems to me like it's a place for boys. But once in a while, girls can go to places like that. Girls can go to Hooters. Girls can go to strip clubs. So like once in a while we can be there, but we can't be there all the time. And it's because of that, then we can't really like know everything about it because we're not there all the time. Does that make sense? So how do I learn more? I just have to watch and keep watching and listening to things that I don't understand so I can be in the club and I can graduate from pink hat to something else. A Minifan? I'm a Minifan at heart. Like, I'm a Minifan at heart. Also, can you imagine? I've always felt this way about Kirk and the Kirk Minahan Show. And the first time I ever see Kirk is actually at a funeral. Our friend Nick passed away, and he was a big Minifan, and he had a podcast called Cinema Lords. And so if you guys know anything about KMS, Cinema Lords was, he did this podcast about movies, and Nick was a really, really great guy. And he passed away this year. And I knew that he had been on KMS a couple of times. He's very funny, has like a really great personality. And hi, give me 1 second. Jeff, where the F is my option to support you without paying YouTube? I can't do it. I'm sorry. We have a Venmo. Hold on. I'm not sure. So we lost Nick, and my husband grew up with Nick's brother, Kevin, and also subsequently Nick, because Kevin was Nick's older brother. And Nick's death was shattering to my husband and I, and probably one of the toughest funerals I've ever been to in my life, and um, it's just beyond emotion and terrible. And can you imagine the feelings I had when snot pouring down my face, and I was like, to my husband, we're like, Kirk Minahan is here. Jeff is like, where? It's like, oh, over there. And then the funeral ends, and we're walking out, and I see Kirk over there, and I was like, I can't go over there and be like, "Hi, I'm a big fan." I can't do that. Um, and so I missed the one opportunity, rightfully so, to connect with him, but he was there, which I thought was an unbelievable gesture to his family. Um, so anyway, so yeah, so that was that. So I actually saw Kirk, but it was just a terrible, terrible circumstance and weird how it's all. I have this theory. Have I ever explained the orbit theory to people? Let me just add it to the list. I have a theory. Orbits. So everybody has an orbit. Anyway, I want to learn more about the Kirk Minahan show. Somebody give me a Cliff Notes version of everything up to date, and then will I I will start here now. I also wrote a story called The Platinum Sports Wife. Is it still there? I wrote a story called The Platinum Sports Wife. I should find that. Let me try to find it. I have a theory. Everybody has their own orbit. You have one orbit, like whatever your orbit is. I don't know what size it is, but I have an orbit, and I'm a planet, and I go around it. And sometimes somebody else has an orbit, and it's right on top of your. Here we go again. Horizon social chart. Now we're talking orbits. Sometimes somebody's orbit is above mine or below mine, and I can see them, but we never really connect. That's the people that I see on Facebook that I've been following or looking at for years, and we've never talked. We've never interjected. Some people have an orbit that ours connect or pass each other all the time. There was a guy that used to drive an orange car, and I used to see it everywhere in Fall River, and I was like, that guy's in my orbit. There are people that are in my orbit. There are some people, their orbits are longer and mine is shorter. So we connect only like once every 5 years. There's no reasoning to this orbit theory, but there are some people that have come into my life that have been there before, and then they come in and then they leave and they come back. And I just feel it's like their orbit and my orbit and the way that it's going, and that's it. Mr. Monk's understudy. Oh, hello. Hi. How come when I asked you to tell me who you are, you ignored me? You should listen to Space's Purple Kool-Aid did on Barstool, and Kirk called in trying to do damage control. I don't. Purple Kool-Aid drinker. What is that about? That's more Karen Reed drama. I don't know. We're only going to like slum it tonight when we talk about Nikki Haircuts' amazing new YouTube channel that's going to have only exclusive access to Karen Reed. We're going to talk about that. Jess, all you have to do is ask ChatGPT. I can't. That's terrible. That's can't. We're going to have to, we got to. Anyway, everybody has an orbit. I don't know. Some of us are in the same orbit. I don't really know, but we have orbits. Let me just ask about it for a second. Who should we call? Mandy's saying, I'm getting it, Jess. It makes total sense. We all do have an orbit. We do. Hi, Kirk. It's me, Jess. Listen. I need a Cliff Notes version of your show. What does it take for me to get on there? I could tell stories. I will fight with you. I will fight for you. I will argue with you. I know the phone is amazing, right? Anyway, I would just really like to be on your show someday. That would be great. Thanks so much. Bye. I'm so shy. It's just obnoxious with the flower. It's obnoxious with the flower. It's just too much. Hello. So we all have orbits. Hold on. I'm going to look at some. Auntie Deb has been MIA. Has anybody checked on? Hmm. I'm just so shy. Hold on. I wrote a story. Also, I want the Patriots to do well because when the Patriots do well, everybody around here seems to be in a better mood. And I'm fine with that. But what's happening now is too far. And so I'm going to ask for you to pull back a little bit, Drake May. You're getting a little too far ahead of yourself. My Chiefs, we have a problem. We have a big problem. Um, and Jeffrey is still equally as obnoxious about the Eagles. I have not been really into football this season, and it's really bothering me. I'm trying to find my Platinum Sports Wife. I wrote an article. I found it. This is from a long time ago. Okay, ready? I'm going to read it. I have this whole take. This is my audition for KMS. Hold on. Let me call Kirk one more time. Hi, Kirk. It's me, Jess Machado. Listen, I'm going to read you the story thing I wrote about women who are like sports and football fans. I hope you like it. Bye. All right. Platinum Sports Wife by Jess Machado. It's the most wonderful time of the year, football season. It's been a long 6 months, and things are finally going back to the way nature intended, with our lives revolving around the NFL and all the joy it has to offer. Don't come after me because of the kneeling thing. This was before that. Husbands around the country are gearing up for another season of fantasy leagues, matchups, and God willing, a winning season for their team of choice. I am the wife of a man who lives and breathes football. I also happen to be a serious football fan in my own right, which leads me to ask the question, husbands, where does your wife rank this football season? If you're married, the level of enjoyment you achieve this football season has a lot to do with your wife. If you haven't actually pulled the trigger yet and said, I do, there's still time for you to review the ranking system and make the right decision for you and your future offspring. Let's get started. Are we all following? Okay, so this is like to the men. Here's the bronze. Bronze. This is the lowest achievement in our ranking. Chances are, if you have never had an actual conversation with your wife about football, she is in this category. Not only is a bronze wife never going to watch a game with you, you're most likely watching it on the small TV in your bedroom because there's another fixer-upper marathon on that she just can't miss. This is very dated. That's only if she hasn't planned a family event on one of the sacred Sundays, because obviously her great aunt and uncle have been waiting until the Pats go play the Eagles to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary in an Elks Hall with no cable. Bronze wives have been known to disrespect husbands all over the country by throwing their jerseys in the dryer with the rest of the regular laundry, claiming they looked at the washing instructions and could have sworn it said low heat. Forget about getting a replacement jersey for Christmas. She got you guys tickets to Hamilton and a bottle of red wine. Cheers. Being the husband of a bronze wife leaves you vulnerable and to unnecessary arguments in your relationship. Combine her lack of love for the greatest sport known to man with a low self-esteem, and every time your phone, this is terrible. I'm terrible. Combine her lack of love for the greatest sport known to man with a low self-esteem, and every time your phone alerts you of a score update, she's asking you who's texting you at 4 p.m. on a Sunday. If you've lost your ball sack and you're forced to watch a game through some international website that is most likely giving your phone a virus, chances are she's right next to you complaining that you're not giving her enough attention and that you guys need to have a talk. You're the guy your friends talk to in a group text deciding where to watch Monday Night Football, and they say, don't bother inviting Kevin. You know Tracy won't let him go. If your wife is a bronze wife, you've got some decisions to make, and those will most likely be very easy if you don't have any kids together. Don't let another season pass you by, bro. This is cruel, actually. Okay, let's go to silver wives and rank yourself, ladies. A step up from the slums of I'm so mean. A step up from the slums of bronze wife status, the silver wife can still compromise your football season enjoyment. The goal here would be to try to move her up to gold, but there's no guarantee she's even capable. The silver football wife actually doesn't like football, but she pretends she does. She knows that you're a fan, and chances are she lied about even liking football just so you would wife her up. Her skill set includes knowing who your quarterback is, that there are 4 quarters in a game, and what the team colors are, although she disrespects the team by buying a pink hat emblazoned with rhinestones. If we take a look at her Instagram, there has to be at least one picture of her in the aforementioned hat with the hashtag game day, hashtag Sunday fun day. Silver wives are going to come out and watch a game with you at Chili's, but if there is no pumpkin beer with a sugar on the rim, she's going to pout and be on her phone the whole time. In the freakish chance you're able to score tickets to a game with your buddies, excluding her, no doubt she's calling after you as you run out the door. Oh, I hope you have a great time without me today, Josh. I feel like I knew people just like this. As you jump into your friend's car and head to the game with the trail of smoke. But don't get ahead of yourself. The barrage of texts will start almost as soon as the first quarter does, and you've got to make the right plays. Answer the text and tell her how much you love her and how you'll make it up to her, or ignore every text and just deal with it when you get home. The answer, my friend, is going to be determined directly by the number of beers you have. Life with a wife ranking silver isn't all that bad and can definitely work out for you if your team is in the playoffs and she gets to make her Pinterest chili for all your friends and their wives. You're lower than bronze. How can you be lower than bronze? Football parties are like Betty Crocker cook-offs for women, with the winner leaving with her empty dish. All right, we're getting into gold. Is somebody talking about like politics in the chat right now? We have a show on Monday for that.
No, there's one person in here that I literally.
Should we block?
What's the issue?
Here's my thing. I just went into the chat and I literally said, what is the problem in this chat? This is like would come in like this is Miss Rafa vibes working this all the tattling. Did you see that reel that I sent you the other day about the teacher that has a tattle phone in the back of her class? I don't know what it is, but the kids can go and they pick up the phone and they tell their tattles to the tattle line, and then the teacher listens to them at the end of the day. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like this is, I don't know. Apparently there's somebody in the chat that everybody's having a hard time with. But then there's somebody like Dizzy that says, it's fine, guys. We each have our own block. Block. I don't want to hear because I can't.
About me?
It's not about you. I think
What
it's
are they?
about their, I'm not really sure. But I was just like, can't listen to Jessica and try to figure out what. And so my suggestion to my friends in the chat is just block the people you don't want to hear, because I might not be able to find them or get back to them, or like it is. I can't block.
Oh, her name is Carol Ann. Like
so.
Carol Ann from Poltergeist. Carol Ann.
Giving engagement. I'm not. I did add more. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't. I mean, if I see it continuing to go up, I will block. But I can't do that and pay attention. So everybody can block themselves. You guys will get to the block quicker than I will. That is it. Sorry to interrupt, but guys, we're all old here. Just ignore the people you don't like.
It's officially cold where my nose is running. Just so my nose is running. We're getting on to gold wives. The season is looking good for you if your wife ranks gold. Don't complain. Don't ask for more. If she's ranking here, it's probably as good as it's going to get for you. And it's a good place to be, because gold wives love football. She loves it so much, she's going to let you hang that Patriots flag right out in front of the house and slap a TB12 sticker on the family minivan, because you guys are a football family, goddammit. As a matter of fact, you guys are probably hosting football games at your house every week, and she's gone and made one of those dishes you saw on Tasty. Gold wife is all about that football life. Remember Tasty? What happened to Tasty? Those reels and videos were great. I still make a recipe from Tasty. My buffalo chicken pasta is from Tasty. Gold ranking women want to help you name your fantasy football team when you show her your screen. And she's totally saying, good job, honey, when she sees you beating Jill's husband this week. Truth be told, gold wives are only interested in how you're doing, because if you actually win any money, she's going to make you give her half. Speaking of half, there's no way you're telling your gold wife how much you've actually spent on fantasy this year. Half. You cut that number in half. Because if she actually did find out how much you spent, she's going to go on an anger-fueled target run of epic proportions. Trust me. Guys, you've got to give credit to the gold wife. She's invested in your team. She knows their record from last season. She remembers old players and even starts to cry when a player goes into the blue tent. She's definitely a gold wife if at one point she's posted a picture of your quarterback boarding a plane, all GQ'd out with beats around his neck, as if she's defended you on a Facebook post against friends who tell you your team sucks. Unless you're a Lions fan. Lions fans get no wife support whatsoever. Platinum sports wife. Before we begin, if you are blessed to have a wife, rank as platinum, and you guys don't have any kids together, go and get her pregnant right after you read this, because in 10 years, you're going to have gained 40 pounds, lost half your hair, and you're going to need to use that kid as a pawn to stop her from leaving you. Platinum wives are a rare gift from God who, through their own obsession with football, allow you to make the most of your football season. There is absolutely nothing on your family agenda on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Your kid wanted party, but practice was on Monday nights. All the frozen apps from TGI Fridays, and the kids are in bed early because mommy and daddy need alone time. Platinum Wife knows you need Red Zone and the NFL Network year round, and the biggest TV in the house is in your man cave. That's right. Your high ranking Platinum Wife has given you valuable real estate in your house dedicated to your favorite team. Bonus points if she cleans it. When it comes to fantasy leagues, she's got her own, and maybe even one a week or two. She can name every team in the league and their quarterbacks, and real Platinum wives will occasionally know what college they went to. Unlike the men with lower ranking wives whose husbands have to figure out how they're going to pay their fantasy fees without her knowing, Platinum wives let you link your DraftKings account to the joint house account. You know, the one she pays the mortgage out of. It's a freaking miracle. This elite ranking of football wife knows that when you're in the car together, it's sports radio only, and she won't even ask to listen to Cardi B. She's going to hold your phone for you while you're driving so you can watch the game. Out to eat, she's never going to want to sit at a table in the corner during football season because she knows the bar is the place to be. Her level of commitment is so strong, this woman could even be convinced to name your child after your quarterback, not your dog, an actual human being. Gentlemen, the 2020 football season, well, I wrote this before then, but posted it in 2020. Gentlemen, the 2020 football season is finally underway with the promise of historical drives, record-breaking rushing yards, and maybe, if you're lucky, the ultimate postseason win. Don't let your bronze wife bring you down. If your silver wife isn't sure what play action means, take the time to explain it to her. If the gold wife in your life is ready to take the next step, help her set up a fantasy team that she's been asking about. And guys, if you read this and come to the conclusion that you're married to a platinum levels woman, sleep well tonight, sir. Your season looks bright. I wrote that, and I know that was long, and I don't really care. Sorry. Are we still chatting? People yelling at this person in the chat?
I don't know, scroll back.
I'm going to look. I'm going to go look. Give me a minute.
You can block them, but they can still go and see.
Oh my God. Let's go see. That's my interview. That's how I feel about football.
But you know, what my comment was gonna be, is that was also in your, what do you call that, the red zone? How do you recommend people watch the football games now?
I have a major problem with football games right now because
Maybe just saying go home on a Tuesday and turn them up and we can't watch it anymore.
Monday night football games are on regular TV. The problem is like sometimes it's on Amazon, sometimes it's on Apple. You got to download an app. Like it is the biggest travesty in this nation that you can't turn on channel 10, 12 or whatever and watch a football game now, and that they make you watch it. I also don't even like the delay when it's on like Amazon Prime or it's on Apple. There's like a Prime. Is this a sports show? It is if I fucking want it to be, bitch. It's a sports show if I want it to be. If you don't like it, goodbye.
Tuesday night sports show, done.
Okay, now we're going to add another show. I mean, I'm sorry to be mean, but like this can be whatever the fuck I want it to be. What's your show? What do you talk about on your show?
Would somebody say in the
Yeah, somebody was like, is this a sports show? It's whatever I want it to be. I'm going to find that. Stand by.
Can you mute? Can you guys hear me?
No, they couldn't hear you before.
No.
It was shocking. Is that hooked up right into your computer?
Can you hear?
The answer is yes.
Does it suck as much as the old mic did?
That mic is better.
I feel like an Eskimo here. Okay, so that one is this is muffled? Is that what we're saying? It sounds awful.
Okay. It's distorted. Okay. Speaking to the top. Well, to be fair, the picture on the box shows them speaking into it in the holder like this.
That'll be really great for when I'm explaining why we need to return. I don't know if the person who said that whole thing about the sports thing, is this a sports show? I don't know. I just read it really fast and it's just I don't know. I make this show however I want it to be. I don't know what to say. If you don't like this, I'm sorry. I wish you would.
Top sounded good. Well, the picture on the box shows them talking to the side.
That's going back.
Stand.
Goddamn turbulence in the chat. What is that? Who is that? Oh, it's the Carol.
She's a JFK. She's a long gamer.
Carol.
Welcome.
Carol, welcome. This is the one that they were talking about. I love this. It's you're gonna not know what to do with yourself here. Erin just said this is like Emirates Air. Yeah. We know what kind of like Spirit Airlines that you're used to flying, but welcome. Your exits are located to the front, to the sides, and to the back. Oh, two.
Where's my picture? I did that once on a Southwest flight. I ended up peanuts. That's the one who called you pathetic.
Do you want to fight? Let's listen. I will send you a code. What's the lady's name? Carol? Carol, do you want to come on and fight me right now? Because I'm in a mood. I will fight you. You know what's missing from the show? Arguing. There's not enough arguing. I want to argue with somebody. I want Bunny Airlines. Carol, do you want in? Just say the word, and I'm going to have my producer send you a link, and then you can jump on here. Do you want to argue with me? I would love nothing more. Fight me today. Fight me. I've been behaving at home, and there's no arguing. Everybody's fine. You just KMS. Eat it. Eat it.
Plane, please. Can Carol get to the back of the plane?
Carol, if we have to deboard this whole plane because of you, what the fuck am I going to do with this? It's only for the beaver ceremony.
Oh, I started something earlier.
Pull up, Carol. Is that what the kids are saying? Northern Light ceremony definitely should have been considered. People losing their minds. The geomagnetic storm or some crazy shit the last few days. For real.
Virgo.
Moon and Virgo. Don't I see all those things right there? I don't know what any of those things mean. I have no idea. I don't know what that means.
Carol was silent.
Carol, just come on. Just join this and let's have a conversation. Motion to have liberals live debate Jess.
November 9th, November 29th. Fuck.
I was eating Post-its again. Yes, I'm sorry. Bullying Carol right out of the chat.
Where'd she go?
I approve bullying. Just yes, 100%. Sure, why not? I only have one earring in. She wants the turbulence in the chat, so she ran away.
Well, I'm blaming all the best.
Well, the problem is because it's not Carol. The problem is it's probably JFK. It's probably the other his girlfriend, and they can't talk on here because
And also, it doesn't help when you guys feed into it. But also, like somebody was saying before, like it's still engagement.
somebody said she started it.
Listen, we have to be better than that. So if you just ignore, they can go away. You know what I mean? That is all. Don't eat the bird. Just saying, like, you know what I mean? If everybody in here keeps replying and saying, go, like, that's just giving them what they want. So we can just ignore them. And then it doesnn't do anything. They go away because look what happened. She asked her if she wanted to come on and have a little chit chat, and now she's gone. So just ignore. It's just echoing.
Shoot, sorry. Fuck. All right. So Georgia had a job interview today. Poor kid applied for a job at Target, and it was like a virtual interview, and they didn't hire her. And she's been pretty down because, as I talked about this morning, the kid wants her own money and she also wants a job. Georgia also went and got a job working for a local pizza joint. And I know you all have one or two of them in your community. We have one. I won't name the name, but the Greeks there were basically like, they didn't care like at all about your kid. And so like they yelled at her, and the poor kid was just like opening like big cans of olives and was just like, I just want to go home. You know what I mean? Like she was too early. She shouldn't have been working. So I 100% allowed her not to get a job when she turned 16 in April. I said, take the summer off. You've already worked for 6 months. It wasn't a good experience. So now she's trying to find a job and she can't find a job. Anyway, she has a job interview at Chili's. Now her brother works at Chili's, so there's a little nepotism going on, but she has her interview today and she's so nervous. She wore the after hours sweatshirt from our after hours sponsor. She wore it with jeans and she looked super cute. And we were driving there and she's like, I don't know. I've never been on an interview. And I used to do all holiday hiring for Victoria's Secret. And so I was like, listen, for an interview like this, here's what they're going to ask. What do you like to do when you're not in school? And she was like, oh, well, I like to do this. I said, so get that ready because they're going to ask you. Why did you pick Chili's? Okay. And we worked through this. So we got her all ready. So she's like, okay, I think I can do this. And she's like, can we pray together? And I was like, yes. And I said, okay, I can't close my eyes because I'm driving, so you can lead. And she started to, and she's like, can you do it? And I said, yes. So my daughter closed her eyes and like put her hands together and she put her head down and I prayed with her. Yeah. And I prayed with her. And so I don't pray for like things like get the job. I pray for the person interviewing Georgia that they have the wisdom to see like her kindness and her talent. You know what I mean? Like that's what I prayed for. And that I prayed for Georgia to have like peace and calm and not be so nervous. And like she was just like, amen. And she like, I'm going to have a conversation with her another day about you don't just pray to God when you're in the foxhole. Like you need to pray all the time, not just in moments of need. But it was a great step in the right direction. Certainly wasn't provoked by me. And I really love that she did that. She went in, I sat in the car the whole time and just like doom scrolled. And then she came out and she was like, I was shaking the whole time. Kid put her hands out like this. And we were just like all nerves, but she got a second interview. So Jack comes home from school today and he's like, how'd it go? And she's like, oh, I got a second interview. He goes, you got it then. If you give you a second interview, you got it. So we're all going to say little prayers that Georgia gets it today, but we don't know. So we'll see. She's got a second interview on Saturday. We'll say a prayer at the end. I wrote a prayer. I don't know if anybody knows that. We'll say it. When I was a kid, if you went to Catholic school or you were Catholic or whatever, we prayed at night. Like we had rosary beads.
This is the one that's been missing.
Who?
This Valerie.
Valerie's back.
Yes. Yes. Why?
We'll say my prayer later and we'll pray for Valerie and Carol.
Somebody else. I'm gonna let you handle this one.
Mini bestie prayer circle. We'll all hold our hands. I pray every single night. Can we block Erin until she learns how to use a microphone? We tried. So Phil, you rosary every day. So I got my rosary when I got my first communion. Just hold them up to the lights. When I had my first communion, I got rosary beads. And so I prayed with those every night, but I wrote my own prayer and we'll say it together. We'll shut the lights and we'll, Lord, hear our prayer. Did anybody else play church when they were a kid? Because I played church all the time. We used to take white bread at my grandma's house and flatten it out and make circle hosts. And then hold a body of Christ, and we do like a little church ceremony. We also played the Regal Beagle, which was the restaurant from Three's Company. And then we also had a store in my grandma's kitchen called the Flower Bed, where we used to make cards and things like that. Beaver Moon, please give Georgia what she wants. Amen. The Beaver Moon is a cleansing ceremony where we talk about abundance and we put the things behind us. Blessed and released them. You used Necco wafers. We had christenings for our baby dolls. We all played church. I loved church. I loved playing church. I used to play church, work, and school. This was like me and my sisters. Church, work, and school. That was it. Played drive through McDonald's. I think the thing everybody played something. You played restaurant. Also, I don't know if anybody so I have a I was an altar girl. So my question is what did you call your Barbies that you played with? Because all my Barbies were called friend, like friend, but friend, F-R-E-N. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. I know, like in the Barbie movie, they were like, hey, Barbie. Hey, Barbie. Everybody was Barbie. But like for us, it was hey, friend, F-R-E-N, friend. Susan, you played doctors. We didn't play that. You played Indiana Jones. Oh, that's a good one.
Well, what do they do now? The people that come out was your doctors.
I played doctor and mommy. Girls weren't allowed to play. Hangover prayers are the best. Thank you, Porson God, for bringing this. So cool. I've never like really. I've been hungover, but it's been a long time since I've been that drunk. I played grocery store. Played school. I couldn't sleep the night of Beaver Moon show. It was weird. It was weird eating everyone, and then I was so scared someone.
Same.
Same. If you missed the last show, not only did you have a Beaver Moon ceremony, but then we scared ourselves into oblivion. Wouldn't leave the studio. We finally leave the studio, and then we set the alarm off outside. Used to play dance recital. That's a good one. Ice cream truck. Wait, these are all good. We played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Dick Tracy. Played secretary, bus driver with every chair in the house. We used to rehearse the lift from Dirty Dancing. We played secretary. Played mall.
Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
We played Dr. Quinn Medicine. We had no toys or friends. Oh, I missed that one. So, oh, that one seems sad. Wait, I had no toys or friends, so I played with myself. Sorry, TMI. Jeez. I love that we all played. Our parents kicked us out of the house. Were they playing Pente? So we played witches and made magic potions in the yard to poison our siblings. I actually used to play under the tree and take leaves from the maple tree and then take dandelions and break them up and wrap them up in the leaves and make play food. I was an only child, so I played HBO all by myself.
This is a good one.
What? I played Royal Family. How did you play that? I need more details on the Royal Family one ASAP. Like Princess Diana or Queen Elizabeth? Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? I need more information. We played Fantasy Island. We made commercials like Speedo. We had to play. What else did we have? We played movie theater. We played Charlie's Angels. We played for every sheet or blanket we could get a hold of. When I was little, all I wanted was a cash register. Played Solid Gold Dancer. TT, I wish TT was in the chat. TT used to dance to Solid Gold every single solitary night when it came on. TT was long and lanky, and I was short and chubby. And TT would just like, it would be all legs. Solid Gold. Oh, that was so good.
Amy's saying hi, Lauren. Meow. Oh,
Meow, meow,
that was Lauren.
meow. Oh, that was Lauren.
Oh, wait.
Makes
Amy's
sense.
reenactment. We're gonna need-
Oh, Solid Gold was so good. Listen, when we went to my grandma's, we watched Solid Gold, Falcon Crest, and Dallas.
This one played Annie. Can we bring up that video of Julia? Like, she's singing Baby because
Oh, Julia, so
knows that copyright.
I don't know. I wonder if they would delete it. Oh, it wasn't live. Julia sings wait, I want to keep going with these. Lawrence Welk. I don't know Lawrence Welk, except I know Lawrence Welk from what's the SNL skit where Kristen Wiig has the hands. She's clapping the bubbles. And I'm Eunice. Bobby and Sissy, Grandma never missed Lawrence Welk. Fame. I never got to see Fame.
Can you upload that black and white post as an article?
I will. Why?
I don't know, 'cause I feel like
Oh.
it's interesting. It's not, you don't usually do things.
Erin's asking for me to put up the Platinum Wife post on Twitter. I will.
Anyone else watch The Great American Hero?
I didn't watch that.
I don't know.
Hi, Style and Hair. You're jumping in late. And also, hi to the replay crew.
Put that day.
Finally, I did it. Thank you. She loves Ryan and All My Children. Listen, don't get me started on the soap operas, okay? Because either you were the one channel or the other channel. We were Another World, the Days of Our Lives, Another World, and Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara had me in a chokehold. It was Cece and Cruz and Lakin. What were their names? Like Bo, like Days of Our Lives. Like, so somebody was like, okay, so somebody, but then some people watched the other ones, the General Hospital and All My Children, right? Another World. I mean, I could like, you can Another World. Oh, see, Young and the Restless. Like I didn't watch. I was the other Stefano. Listen, you don't think like who we are as women isn't rooted in how we learned about relationships from watching Mason Capwell. Oh my God. Who just wrote that? Who just wrote Mason Capwell? Phil, Mason Capwell is like I loved him. I had such a crush on him. Oh my God. Okay. So As the World Turns, Guiding Light, One Life to Live, like either so what channel? What? My daughters came from what? 90210 Days 2. But we're on soap operas right now. But like, we all grew up with the stories on. My grandmother would be like, I'm watching my stories. I had people in my family that recorded them on VHS because they were at work and then watched them when they came home. Passions. That one had a lot of like crazy stuff, devils in it, right? It was the new one. It was like, no, Another World, Days of Our Lives, Santa Barbara, Young and the Restless. Is that the one that goes, that was in Mr. Mom? Does anybody know if Young and the Restless was the theme song that was playing in Mr. Mom that Michael Keaton was watching? Passions. The little person. Wait, we have to get the Dark Shadows. Wait. Felicia.
Stefano in an elevator in Providence. Lauren.
Stefano.
I got excited when I saw it was.
My dad got hooked on the Bold and the Beautiful over COVID. I just want to. What a different life when women were home all day and watched soap operas. You know what I mean? Like, fuck the government that changed that for all of us. Like, we belong at home watching our stories, making soup, doing laundry. Like, we deserve that. Women deserve that. We should not be doing the thing. I have been protesting women in the workforce for forever. Erin does not want to work. She wants to be at home watching her stories. Why did he have it, Patch? John and Marlena. Sammy and Carrie. And like Sammy was such a bitch. Oh, Sammy and Austin. She was the worst.
She was so fucking annoying.
Oh, she was. Marlena Possessed was the best. 100% agree. Dude, I can't. Everybody is putting up such great memories. We got duped by the feminist movement. We did.
All of these
We did. You all need to go to work. They created a whole new tax bracket. They changed our lives forever. And it is the dismantling of the nuclear family as we know it, when they empowered women and said, you have rights, you should be able to go to work, be empowered, go to work. And then what happens? You leave all your kids to somebody else to raise. Seriously, fuck this woman lived 100%. We're done with it. We're done. Somebody says, get in the kitchen, on my way. You mean to tell me that you don't want to stay home and go for a Target run and grab a Starbucks and then get what you're going to cook, and you're going to make a crock pot that day, and you're going to go to the butcher and you're going to go get your meat, and you're going to pick out what meat you want for that day? You don't want to do that. You don't want to go over to the school and pop in for the book fair and just like kind of like stay around and see all the little kids. You don't want to pop back home and punch your bread down after it's been rising for 2 hours. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be in a great mood when your husband comes home and you have like something there for him and that puts him in a good mood, because I'll do anything to get Jeff to be in a good mood when he comes home. Jeff is in such a bad mood when he comes home from work. He goes straight downstairs to the office. We don't see him. He needs to deregulate himself for an hour downstairs in the office. Who knew the Jess Machado show would become my stories? Oh my God, are we the stories? What are we giving up in the social draft here? We're giving up something so we can get to stay home. Carol, what was your favorite soap opera? Erin wants to know. You've got to have one. Like, we should just be home, taking care of the family. Also, I'll even say this, it doesn't even have to be the mom. If the dad wants to stay home and the wife has a career and she wants to work, one person needs to be in the house. One person needs to stay at home. One person needs to be in charge. I talked about this on my Spaces the other day. If I'm at work and in my career, my hubby stays home, I hit the lottery, but we know that. Amy, funeral lady, is one of our moms in our mom chat, and 100%. Amy is allowed to be a business owner because her husband is at home taking care of the family, taking care of the home, taking care of the children. Yeah, we should be. This took a bad turn. No, I don't. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
Only one complaining the whole time.
Cringe.
She's saying, stop, you're setting us back. She's the only one that.
That's for you.
She doesn't belong. Go away.
You don't belong here. This place isn't for you. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute to convince you that women should be at home. Why? Why are we doing this? They've made it so expensive for us that we can't go without a 2-income family. But like, I did this whole thing about trad wives. Like, do you know what traditional wives do? What these women do? They stay at home. You cook. You mend clothes. Do any of you know how to fucking sew? I have a sewing kit. Should have brought that in for my show and tell. I have a sewing kit. I can sew anything. I have a sewing machine and a sewing kit. My grandmother even ironed our underwear. Who has time to iron? Nobody has time to iron. Yes. It's maybe taking it a little too far. She irons her dinner napkins. I don't have dinner napkins. We have no regrets. I stayed at home with my kids and worked for school so I could be off the same time. Listen, the best times of my life are when I just want to be a kept woman. I'm tired of working. Everybody needs to listen. And there's nothing. Do you know how long I was shamed by people in my town saying I didn't have a job? Like they would be like, she doesn't even have a job. She works. No, bitch, you're working all day and you don't see your kids. And I'm over here like hanging out with my kids after school and baking brownies from scratch. Why am I the loser? People would shame me forever for that it was so ridiculous. And I used to let it get to me occasionally. And then I'd just be like, I don't know, like I'm so happy at home. I'm also happy like in the business world too. But if I had to, somebody just said I quit. If I had to pick, I'm picking home. I don't want other people to raise my kids. I don't want other people's personalities to be absorbed by my children. There have been intermittent times where I've had to do that. But ideally, I would like to domestic coordinator. I'm not shaming women who work. God, you're so annoying. It's the same, bitch. I'm going to let you stay here just so you can keep watching everything I say and do. I'm not shaming women who work. I have worked. I have had a career. I get it. I get it. We're going to send it to the beaver. I'm just saying. Show them how you eat, but you want to.
This person is gonna go.
Who is it? So shame. No, leave her here. Leave her. I want her to watch. Stay here. Stay here, you fucking whore. Stay here. This one says alarm. Last week we set it off. That's all you need to know. I'm going to write your name on it. What's her name? Also, where did this brown feather come from? Because this isn't red. So is there another bird in here? Did someone say liquid stitch? I love liquid stitch. Liquid stitch is great. Yes, that's the stuff that irons. Yes. If you listen, Jess isn't shaming. I'm not shaming. You'll block her, but not. I'm not blocking anybody. I don't block anybody. Leave everybody here. Whoever is complaining never got chased by a wooden spoon.
This person, I swear to God, give me that fucking microphone.
You'll block her, but not Carol. Really,
Get the
Misty.
fuck out.
Erin just said, "Get the fuck
No,
out."
I don't know.
Bring back the nuclear family. 100%. Listen. I don't know what it is, and I'm just not going to say this, but I don't know what it is, but having kids altered my brain chemistry. I never wanted to be away from them. I didn't want to miss anything. I wanted to take naps in the middle of the day with them. I wanted to go slow. I wanted to have fun. I didn't want to be pulled away from my kids. And I sacrificed so many things that pretty much put me in the financial position I'm in right now, which is not good, because I just wanted to stay at home with my kids. That's it. I just wanted to stay at home with my kids. I wanted to play cars. I wanted to do things with Play-Doh. I wanted to cook. I wanted to bake. I wanted to decorate. I wanted to do all the things. I wanted to be the house where the kids came. I wanted to hold the play dates. I wanted to go to the library. I still take naps. I take naps. Midday naps, that's my thing. I say bring back the extended family with grandparents too. We're probably going to be catapulted into that anyway, because multi-generational living is probably the only way people are going to be able to live in houses these days. I'm not kidding. My mother lives with me. Those are things you'll never regret, Jess. I get it. It's just, we don't care if you don't like Erin. We do. Somebody's saying something about Erin.
Remember that girl
Oh.
when I said that, she said not you, she's talking to me because I blocked that person.
Oh,
What are we doing?
We're just leaving her.
Can you explain to this person so I can get this
Mm.
on the way?
Liquid stitch. I don't know if it's liquid, but there's this stuff. It comes in a roll, and it's like, it feels kind of like sandpapery texture. Anyway, it's a strip. And if you want to hem something, you take it and you it peels off the back, or some don't peel off the back, and you put it on fabric, and then you fold your hem up, and then you iron it, and it forms a liquid
This stuff is
stitch.
like patches, right? Like iron-on patches.
It's like iron on patch stuff, yeah. And it's like, and you can hem curtains, pants. It's also equally as easy to just do a quick hem, like a quick stitch. It does work really, really well. Stitch witchery, that's what Erin called it. It's like an iron on, yeah, but it hems things. I don't recommend making clothes out of it, but
I used to use it for like Isabella, because she was short and big.
Yeah.
So then you cut her
Cut-
by
yeah.
sweatpants, cut 'em, and then hemming tape.
hemming tape, yeah, it's kind of same thing. But I'm telling you, like, I like to mend clothing. I like to mend clothing. Georgia also can sew. I've taught her how to sew, so she can sew. So we have a sewing kit that belonged to Georgia's grandmother, great grandmother. And it still has, I'll bring that in for show and tell. Magic potion. You can buy it at Walmart. You can buy everything at Walmart. Like bond it. Yeah.
I'm done because you can't hear me, but you can't.
Do
Just be my translator.
you want to do a whole sourdough thing? I know Taylor Swift does sourdough, but I've been doing sourdough since COVID. You got to get a starter going. It's a commitment. If you can't commit to it, then just make a regular bread. There's a ton of bread recipes with just yeast that you can make. Hem adhesive. Home ec at school. Well, we got into this week where I went and opened my mouth and I made a comment about people on food stamps, and it wasn't really that. It was basically, if there was one thing that COVID taught me, it was I am clearly not prepared for an emergency where we don't have access to things like food, toilet paper, and water. None of you were. So don't give me that shit. Nobody was prepared for going into the grocery store and not having toilet paper. People were bartering for toilet paper. Like, it was insane. You couldn't get anything during COVID. So I started stockpiling food so I would have a reserve, because I was like, I never want to live like this again. The fear that I had with COVID and not being able to get anything was not good. And so I went and bought these shelves, and, like, plastic shelves, and I put them in the basement. And every time I went to the store, I would get a little bit more. Now, during COVID, we were getting COVID money. And so I would just add a little bit to the shelf. And it was in the basement. And I mean, I definitely felt I had 30 days there. It wasn't like luxury eating, but it was food, like cans of tuna, lots of pudding. I'm looking to get canceled today. So I put this up and I was just like, here's the thing. Take the food stamps away or not. Nobody should ever be in a position where, if the government stops and the government isn't moving food, that you're fucked. So there are things that you can do. And I put this post up and all these libs came for me. Well, if they're on food stamps, what makes you think that, and how do they have them? They barely get them. Like, I'm talking over the course of a couple of years, you can't buy a can of corn, a can of tuna, a package of instant mashed potatoes. You can't start one item. I didn't say it's going to take you 6 months to do it.
People were thinking you were saying like 5 to 30 days.
No, I wasn't saying buying 30 days all at once. Like, over time, just add a thing or two to your groceries and stockpile some extra food. Right. 3 eggs. People. So then I started talking about, like, okay, you want me to show you what I make for dinner? Let me show you my meal. Let me break it down for how much it costs. I can tell you I can feed my family for a certain dollar amount because I've had to stretch a buck. People are like, you can't just buy 3 eggs. No fucking shit, dude. Like, I know. So it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with, and by the way, if you want, you can go to a food pantry. In this area, we have Citizens for Citizens. They always have a food pantry open, right? So SNAP is back. Everybody got their SNAP in Massachusetts. Great. All of this food is now at all of these, like, shelters. Go in there and get a bag full of shit and put it in a tote and put it away for a rainy day. Turn to a couponer and stockpile. Yeah, I mean, like, my thing is, like, it had nothing to do with the food stamp thing. It was just like, you cannot be at the whim of this government. We have seen what happens when something goes awry. You're fucked. So, the only downside is, like, I was stockpiled water, and when my kids, like, go through water, they would go downstairs and grab a case of water. And so we don't have any water right now, but we have food, and we had mice. That's I have pictures of it. I will find it, but, like, we knew mice got into the basement and they were eating my food because we saw little mouse prints with flour because they chewed into a whole 5-pound thing of flour. Yes. So we and then I put them in totes and I put them in the basement. And the lady's like, what if you don't have a basement? I don't know, fucking Karen. Put it under your bed. I don't know what to tell you. Put it on top. Then this bitch comes at me and she's like, don't ever send me a picture because I'm going to dissect the shit out of that. She's like, where in my kitchen? Where am I going to get the money? Where am I going to be? And I was like, wait, what's that right there? Is that a limited edition Cheerios box? And I Google it. It's like $4.99. And I was like, you can buy 2 boxes of generic Cheerios from Walmart for that same price. Oh, is that how do you say it? Jarritos soda? Was single serving for $1.50? Well, for 2 of those, you can get 2 big like, I was just like, if depression nanas could do it, so can anyone today. 100%. Listen, give me flour, yeast, salt, and sugar, and I can make you 1,000 things. Thousands. We're going to have spam dumplings.
Because I was laughing in the tweets with her about this morning. The fucking 3 eggs.
You take,
I'm dying with the 3 eggs.
Erin was very upset about the 3 eggs comment. When I shop mostly sales. Listen, prices are a little weird right now, but there used to be a time. It's not even used to be a time. I play a game with myself. When I go to the grocery store, I add it all up in my head. And when I get to the register, I would say to the lady, I bet this is going to be this much money. And I would sometimes be within cents. Get some chickens. I've thought about that.
She wants a dairy cow.
I do want a dairy. Erin just said she wants it. I want a dairy cow. If I had a fucking dairy cow, do you know what I could do? We could have everything. We could have milk. We could have sour cream. We could have yogurt. We could have cheese. We could have butter. One dairy cow would change my whole life. I spent $14 on a pound of lean ground beef this week. It is insane. I agree.
I guess I a reel about a mixer, didn't I? Check your Instagram.
A
It's
mixer?
really good one to share. It was like all the things you can do.
Oh, with a mixer?
It was grinding the meat. It was
Oh,
making
oh
the
yeah,
ice
you can.
cream.
Yeah,
It was making the ice cream. It was making
you just need some tools. You need to get your hands dirty. You need to get in the kitchen. You can even make tortillas.
Oh, this one and her fucking chickens. That's exciting. This
Get
one
some.
is
Does
chicken.
Jenny have chickens?
Oh, she has asked for all about it.
To kill them, to eat them,
No,
or as pets? Oh, eggs. Okay, chickens for eggs. At a minimum, just chickens for eggs. I mean, what I'm really looking to do here is start a compound. Okay, so we're going to be looking for some land, and we're all going to have just little small economy-sized homes, and we're all going to share and barter things. Erin and I had gardens during COVID. I grew peppers, and Erin grew cucumbers. I loved my garden. I have a dairy cow. You got to get her knocked up to get that milk. You have a dairy cow? Where do you live? Jenny is so down with a commune. Yeah, be Amish, but fun. Yes. Can we be hippies? I would be hippies, but as long as I could still do the show and swear, like I would still want to be this way. Melanie is saying we are counting the last 3 years until retirement. I refuse to believe that because she does not look old enough to be in retirement age, but I know she's going to say that. Amish, but with electricity. Do you guys follow Ballerina Farm?
Eat the mean ones and the roosters?
I could kill a chicken to eat it. I have no problem with it. I could do it. I don't want to look at it and I don't want to give it a name, but I could kill a chicken to eat it. 100%. I could do it.
Also, can we shout out? I don't know if she's in there, but can you tell Carter hi? Because she said Carter watches this on Wednesdays with her.
Who's Carter?
Her son.
Hi, Carter.
Thanks.
You shouldn't be watching this.
But she said she turned it down. From the university.
Don't watch this.
But hey, Carter, if he's watching.
Erin says hi to Carter. Ground turkey is a healthier option. We can sew. Oh, I have an apron. Do you guys, I asked the question and nobody responded. Does anybody know who Ballerina Farm is? I'll wait.
Oh, he's with his dad at hockey. Damn it.
How's the lipstick? It's a mess. What, does anybody know? Okay. Miss Peachy Key knows who Ballerina Farm is. Ballerina Farm is like a homestead.
Yes.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Homework.
Yes.
Homework. You're going to find Ballerina Farm on Instagram. And then you're going to follow her. Now, listen, there's some controversy with her because when I first started following her, we didn't know what we know. But her husband, Daniel, his father, Hannah. Yep. So Hannah's husband, his father started JetBlue, the airplane. And now he owns Breeze Airways. Okay. But Hannah, this is even deeper than this. Five Mary's Farms. Does anybody follow Five Mary's Farms? Five Mary's Farms, I've been following for, I think it's going on 11 years. It's 10 years, maybe, a long, long time. Five Mary's Farms, they used to host this thing where content creators could come over to Five Mary's Farms and they're going to teach you how to build your brand. She is a rich trad wife. Yes, I know, but we're going to put aside the money. Just put the money aside for a few minutes. Just a little bit of homework. Five Mary's Farms held this thing where people could come and she's going to show you how to build your Instagram following and your brand or whatever. Hannah from Ballerina Farm went to one of Five Mary's Farms events, or it was like a weekend or whatever, where she taught them. And then Hannah and Ballerina Farm became far bigger than Five Mary's Farms. And listen, yes, they are rich. Okay. I understand. I don't hate Hannah. Melanie says people love to hate rich people. I know, it's so crazy. I don't hate rich people. I love them. And the controversy is she a fake homestead? I don't know that she got some shit or whatever, but listen, I've learned how to do things from Hannah. I've learned some skills from Hannah, including sourdough bread and whatever. Her husband bought her an egg apron for her birthday. I know the whole thing. The New York Times did a story on them or whatever. Anyway, I have a Ballerina Farm apron. It's the best apron in the world. My kids bought it for me. They listened when I said I wanted one. It's a red and white gingham checkered apron, and I wear it nonstop. I wear it every night when I cook. I wear it every Sunday. I wear it every holiday. It goes over your head, so it's a smock apron. It's got 2 pockets. It's the best thing ever. I don't know how much it was, but it is the best thing ever. I love Ballerina Farm. I can't hate on her. I don't really care. She also does pageants. And are they Mormon? Is that what they are? Are they Mormon? Her father-in-law owned an airline. He started JetBlue, he sold it, and now he started Breeze Airways. I don't know. Pioneer Woman is not the same. Bro, Ballerina Farm is fake, fake, fake. You shut your mouth. My bird isn't going to allow you to talk about Hannah like that. I will bring my apron for show and tell. You want a cooking class? We'll do pasta. We'll make pasta and we'll make bread. The bread you have to start a day before because it needs to rise, and if you want it to be crispy, it's got to go in the refrigerator overnight. But we would start our bread the day before, and then we could do our pasta. He lives here now. I bought myself an emotional support fish. I don't know if I told anybody about this, but I had a fish tank, 10-gallon fish tank, small. My husband and my kids, maybe 6 years ago, I wanted fish, and they went and got me a fish tank, and they put tetras in it and surprised me. And I came downstairs and they were like, surprise, happy Mother's Day. I was like, oh my God, you guys got me fish. And then the next day they were all dead. All the fish were floating at the top of the tank. They didn't temper the water. They didn't do all the things, and the fish died. And the tank went promptly into the basement where it sat up until 2 days ago. Julia is leaving, and I felt like I needed to care for something. So I brought the tank up, and I went and got one. What are the fish? What are the ones that can't? Beta. I got one beta fish. You can't get a guy beta fish in a big tank like that because they will nibble at their long tails because they think it's somebody else in there with them. So you had to get a girl, and they're fine. They don't mind the big tanks. And so we named her Ginger after Ginger from Casino, and she's white and she's pretty, and she's on my kitchen counter. And Julie is very upset with me because now she's getting attached to the fish and now she's leaving. But I just wanted something a little extra for myself. I would have to get her a smaller tank for it. Hannah has 8 kids. Yeah, they're Mormon. They just bust out babies. A, ma- a mass fish funeral. How did moving Julia go? Wait, I can't wait to talk about liquid stitch when someone else.
And also there's another.
Do you guys use an air fryer? Somebody find on X a thread about the air fryer. My husband wanted an air fryer and I said, "No, that is a slap in the face to me and my cooking skills, okay? My culinary talent will not allow for an air fryer." And what does fucking TT do for Christmas a couple of years ago or last year? Was it last Christmas? Buys me an air fryer, okay? It sat in a box and I refused. I wasn't going to use it. Everybody on the internet, take it out of the box. You're going to love it. Life changing, blah, 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 blah. Now the spaceship is on my counter, taking up valuable counter space. And the only person who uses it is Jeff. And what does he put in it? Chicken nuggets and french fries. That's the only thing that ever goes in it. It smells weird. It has a weird humming sound. I don't like it. Put it in the toaster oven. Why do we need air fryers? It doesn't even make sense. Fast cooking is rude. It's cold in here.
So cold.
What was I saying just before the air fryer question? Children are not eating. This isn't the time to judge each other. Our president is fighting the courts to not pay out SNAP. His country something remodeling and giving all of our money to Israel. Okay. Are you okay? You okay? Liberal, you want to come into a chat of a conservative talk show host and you want to come in here and talk about your feelings about Trump? Are you okay? I mean, am I reading that wrong? Is it something like, don't get too fucking political with me because I will bury you here. Okay? I don't care. Listen, I don't care. Our government is open. Snap. Y'all got Maura Healey. Let y'all get your snap. Relax. I do. Daddy Trump is going to give you all $2,000 and you'd be the first one to fucking spend it on blue hair dye. Trump's going to give us $2,000, everybody. What are we going to spend it on? We're going on a trip. Let's all go on a trip together. Let's book a cruise together. No, absolutely not. I would never. Cruises are scary. Meow, 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 meow. Mayor Wu is getting $43,000 raise. Too many emotions when it comes to politics. That's why I created a whole new show. It's a whole new space for that. So those of you who are in here for just a good time and to hear me call people cunts, you can avoid the political commentary and just don't come on the Monday show. Just don't come on the Monday show, whatever you do. We don't do cruises at all. I don't know. The Julia move is still in progress. Fun fact, buying couches is now a real problem. She can't find a couch. They have gone on Facebook Marketplace. Half of them are the wrong size. Half of them are going the wrong way. And the other half are scammers. And so they still haven't bought a couch. So now they're actually if you're going to buy, but that was during COVID, right?
Yeah.
The prices for couches are extraordinarily high right now. And so now they're thinking if we're going to spend $500 for a used couch, then might as well just pay a couple extra $100 more and get a new couch. So now they're thinking, what kind of couch would we want to actually invest in because we're going to take it to our forever home. And those couches are probably bigger than what they have room for. So it's a major dilemma. I'm this close to giving them my couch. The couch in the front, the 2 couches that are like in my fancy living room, but it's not really fancy. I just fucking take it. My only concern is what would Reagan sit on to look outside. So it's Carol. One thing you will like about me, Jess, is my cat's name is Trump. Okay, Carol, do you want to come on here and talk to me? Do you want to be a friend? Are you okay? What happened with Nick Rocco? Don't start trying to tell me what to do. This isn't your show. Erin, I purchased my first pair of Adidas Sambas. Love them.
Have a show and tell, so here you guys can see the brown ones today. Brown ones. Cuties.
Cruises are cool. In short dates, after 10 days or so, you run out of things to do. I don't want to be on a boat with people I don't like. Jess is on feral cat status today, and I'm here for it. Someone needs to call. Does somebody want to call me? We tried that.
Plug you into my soundboard?
We tried the phone calls. I don't know how to shut off like all the calls. Like even if you put do not disturb.
Look, we're making friends, guys. This is how it's done here. See? We're making friends in the chat.
The internet is healing. Let's go through these lists. We're not going to talk about Lily Allen. Just do me a favor. You've got more homework. I feel like that's Auntie Deb because he does school, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to cop. Jimmy, listen, I gave the besties homework, but it's not, I'm not trying to copy you. It's just, it seems like that's the only wood thing I can do. It's like you have homework. You need to do recon work. Like, give me options and things that I can say. There's a wrong way couch. Yes, Bev's inverted morals and rulings. Sometimes the couch goes goes the wrong way. Jimmy would love the phone and the homework. Okay. He's going to allow me to talk and issue you guys homework. Okay, thanks. Only now that I've done that, I don't remember what I was going to tell you to do. Oh, go listen to Lily Allen's new album. She has songs where she's basically like one song she has is a text to the girl that so her and her husband had an arrangement where he could sleep with other women, but it had to be people they didn't know. He had to pay for it. And like, that was it. Yeah. Yeah. Like a hooker. So she allowed it. They had like an open marriage to an extent where he could sleep with women. He had an apartment. He could sleep with women, but the rules were it had to be a stranger and you had to pay him. It's somebody that they know and didn't pay her. And so she wrote a song about it. Wait, it's really good. And I didn't think it would be good. Lily Allen, the song is Madeline. It's a text she sent to the girl, and it's the song. Like, this is the song. And then I'm reading the lyrics at first, right? And I was like, oh, this is weird. But she has the response from the girl in the song as well. I'm not going to play it, but I'm not going to play it, but the chorus says, we had an arrangement, be discreet and don't be blatant. There had to be payment. It had to be with strangers, but you're not a stranger, Madeline. And the girl goes, hey, he is telling you the truth. Our relationship has only ever been about sex. I can promise you that this is not an emotional connection. We don't speak outside the time we spend together. And whenever he talks about you, it is with the utmost respect. That's the response from the girl. And at the end, the girl also says this part, and it's like crazy. She goes, I hate that you're in so much pain right now. I really don't want to be the cause of any upset. He told me that you were aware of this and what was going on, and he had your full consent. If he's lying about that, then please let me know, because I have my own feelings about dishonesty. Lies are not something I want to get caught up in. You can reach out to me anytime, by the way, if you need any more details or you just need to vent or anything. Love and light, Madeline. Love and light. Love and light. Anyway, Lily, this album is crazy. The Pussy Palace song is just ridiculous. It's really good. So I don't know if you're all going through something with your man, but like it's good. I'm going to cross it off my list. I also lost my pen. We're crossing it off. Lily Allen done. Georgia done. We have unboxing, Nick Rocco, and Dave Portnoy. We got to try it all again in.
I was gonna ask if you were gonna talk about why is everybody on Twitter, I've seen a lot of pages making themselves private, like a lot of people talking about everybody making their pages private. Is that a thing?
Erin is asking about people making their pages private, protecting their tweets, and is this a thing? So we do have one thing to celebrate. And again, these are kinds of things that we shouldn't really do. But Jen Altman, I know you're watching because you don't need a Twitter account to do this, but Jen Altman's account got permanently deleted on X. And I just want to say, Good. Good. When you use your Twitter account for evil and for bad, the Twitter gods are going to take it away from you. And that's what happened. And I don't report people because I believe in free speech. And so I've never reported anybody's Twitter account or anything like that. But I'm just going to tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a better person. Good for her. Her Twitter account is gone now. If I know the Jen Altman that you all know, Jen Altman's got plenty of other Twitter accounts that she is using, but she can't like show her personality or whatever yet. So she's just lurking in the background. Why do I hate Jen Altman? Because she's a fucking cunt. That's why. She's a nasty, nasty woman. Nasty, nasty woman. Troublemaker. Listen, do you guys remember like a week ago? The koala guy, his account is gone too. Great. Good. Great. She probably like chew that post it. She's gonna get her own Beaver Moon ceremony. I didn't even include her in the Beaver Moon ceremony, and she got her account again. Jen Altman is just the worst kind of woman there is. Nan is gone too. No, no.
Like self-removed or removed from Twitter?
Like the account suspended. What happened? Never met her, but I totally agree with you. Listen, remember last week I wrote a post, and it was like somebody in the whole month, and I did this because I love data, I love numbers, and I'm also very self-aware. I want to know how frequently am I attacking certain people on my Twitter account. Turns out not a lot. I save it for here, but I put up a post, and it was basically like somebody in the whole month of October posted so many times, and Jen Altman constantly is tweeting about shitting on people. It is pretty much non-stop. And it was a disproportionate amount of time that this person spent on X talking badly about other people. And so there was just never anything nice to say. And then I think I would backhandedly shame her into that, and then she would all of a sudden have a really great post about light and love and all of that shit like that, and it's just whatever. I have other reasons for not liking Jen Altman, and we're not going to share those, but anyway, I'm glad she's gone. I'm so glad. I can't believe the absolute mayhem with social media and adults. You can't take it too seriously. You really can't. You really can't. My turtle chat made someone stroke out. There's a Nan parody account, and it's amazing. I love parody accounts. The BLT parody account is great. Somebody made a song about me. Did you see it? Hot Lips Jess. Did you see this song? Can we play it? Hot Lips Jess. And it first of all, they made me skinny and Erin fat. And I messaged them. No, they messaged me because I commented. I was like, please fix our body types. And they were like, hope we didn't offend you. And I was like, no, it's fine. But can you fix my body? Because I don't look like that. It's a rager. It's a really Hot Lips Jess. It's so great.
What's with the key fob, though?
I don't know what the key fob is about. I have no idea. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I don't know. I like watching people who are mean and jerks and do mean things to me get bad things happen to them. I enjoy it. Good. That's what happens. I don't know what to tell you. I was just looking at something. So I just wanted to take key fob is about Aiden and Meredith. Wait, is it?
Explain. Can somebody explain?
I know what it is. Is that what it's about? I didn't know that that's what it was about. I didn't know other people knew. Other people know about the key fob sitch. She took his key fob, and when Meredith took his key so he couldn't leave her house. And then she acted like crazy. I don't want to talk about that. You can read lips. It was about Meredith. She stole his key fob the night of the waterfall incident. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know everybody knew. All right. And the shoe. Everybody knows about this. Oh man, I thought I was the only one who knew about this. Can you imagine? Oh man, listen, I'm gonna tell does everybody know about this? Tell me right now. Does everybody know about this?
Present company, no. Anybody else?
Erin doesn't know. The night of the waterfall incident where he was with the glare and they went in front of the pizza place and they were like talking and got caught on camera and he ended up catching a charge for that or whatever. That night he went back to Meredith's to sleep and she was drunk and she took his key fob and his shoe and wouldn't let him leave. And it was mayhem.
Just one shoe?
Just one shoe, not both shoes, just one shoe. It was the night of the window. I didn't know everybody knew about this. This meant we could have talked about this a lot sooner. A screenshot of his text was posted on X. I'm so out of the loop. I didn't know. She took one shoe, she took his key fob, and she wouldn't let him leave. She held him fucking hostage. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Here's my take on that. And it's Buddy After Dark, so we can do this. This is why Aiden needs a person in his phone that he can call 24 hours a day and he can be like, I need you to come and fucking get me. I need you to come and pick me up. Get me out of here. Or Uber. But come and get, I need a handler. You need on 24/7 and you need to come and pick me up and get me up. Maybe he was drunk too. Maybe, okay, that's okay. He found the shoe in a cabinet. Shut your fucking face. Shut up. Why is he a magnet for? Maybe he was at risk for driving drunk and he couldn't drive. I don't really know. But do you know what I do know? The very next day he had court. And that whole shit show,
Stop that.
this whole Aiden needs Erin.
Stop it. Gonna get me killed and in trouble. Not to.
He needs better cray radar. He needs an extraction team. So like for me, knowing that happened the night before he was in court. Listen, the night before I had court, I would have like a turmeric tea and I was in bed with anytime I was going to court the next day, my clothes were laid out the night before. I was ready to go, like mentally rested, physically rested. This guy's out. He gets caught on camera and then he's dealing with crazy Cyclops eye and she's hiding his shoe in a cabinet and taking his phone, like key fob. Also, what do we think about Lindsay Gattani right now? I know Lindsay Gattani won the big award at the Wilbur, but like, is Lindsay or Kate? Which one wins here?
Are they both equally crazy?
Are Kate and Lindsay both equally crazy? Well, both of them tried to put him in jail, but Lindsay has been dropping shit that basically is showing everything that happened behind the scenes. Erin is asking who is the crazier girl, Kate Peter or Lindsay Gattani? I would say Lindsay Gattani is crazier and Kate Peter is more evil. Lindsay is giving used up. Like people are used her, have used her. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. I'm not saying I'm feeling sympathetic with Lindsay at all. At all. I don't know what Lindsay's childhood is like, and I've always asked about that. Like, what was her life like that led her to live a life where her love language is restraining orders? Erin's asking if she's pretty. Yeah.
Long hair?
Yeah. No, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, compared to Kate, yes. Yes. So have people played on her instabilities? Great question. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just people are saying yes, she's pretty. I'm worried for Lindsay. I feel she's fighting with the whole thing is just absolutely crazy. The whole thing is crazy. Um, Aiden only has 2 sane women in his history, his ex-wife and Lauren. Lauren is amazing. But in my opinion, Aiden, Lauren Murray, brunette. First time I met Lauren Murray at Karen Reed court thing. Yeah, yep, purple dress. Yes, Erin, purple dress. First time I met her, she had sunglasses on. I thought she was Lindsay, and she was like, "Oh my God, what?" So I'm not really sure. These bitches be crazy, is all I can say. Yeah, Lauren is great. She's puppies. Um, so I don't know. I'm just not sure. Can we go back to Cyclops eye? Explain. I'm not even sure that that's the right thing. Meredith has a crazy eye, like crazy eyes. They're too close together. Somebody did like an AI generated version of her and it instantly took away the crazy. And like, that's nice and all, but that's not what it's like in real life. I don't know what to say. Whatever. Meredith is also not nice to me. So whatever. Dino eyes. I think Aiden is banging John's ex, Lindsay Higgins. What? I don't know who he's banging. I hope everybody. I hope he's banging everybody. Let him bang everybody. I don't care. Can we just, we're going to, hold on. Fetal alcohol syndrome eyes. This, see this? Did you guys see this?
Oh, she was in the chat.
So, Bay Harbor Beauty sent me this stuff and I've taken it all out of the box. I've opened all of them. I've looked at all of them, smelled all of them, and I'm going to start using all of them. And then I'm just going to let you know.
Who is this person? Sorry to interrupt your thing.
Erica Walsh seems to be very good for Aiden, ride or die friend. Erica has been like free Karen Reed right from the beginning, but also free Turtle Boy right from the beginning. You know that picture of me, Aiden, Will, Lauren, and
Yes.
Erica is the other person in that picture. She's very normal. Yes, 100%. Oh yeah, you can accept it. Aaron got a friend request from her, and I'm saying yes, she's great. Erica is great. Yes, does seem loyal. There are some people that are always on brand. So I wore my "Don't Tell Me What to Do" hat to my daughter's swim meet, and my orbit aligned with the orbit of the mom who likes to boss swim families. It's all about timing. Hmm. 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 Erica is great. I lost it. I lost it. I don't know. Also, I don't want to tell you all, but this is the case from my previous phone. So everything, it was the Barstool pop socket. I lost it. And this doesn't really quite fit my phone. It's skewed off to the side. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on.
One at a time in case something bothers your skin. Go ahead. All the
I
things.
can't go ham with all the things.
No.
Lily Allen, check. Georgia, Prang, check. And I threw the other one away. Let's do Nick.
I mean, I don't think anybody understands.
Will it get rid of this chin? This chin and this chin and this chin. Will it get rid of?
Can you tell this person? There's a couple of-
What's a starter? Sourdough starter. Okay, so
Save this for a Bird episode.
we'll save it for a cooking show that we're going to start. But sourdough starter is very simple. It's flour and water. That's it. So you take flour and water, mix a little bit of it together. You put it in a jar. Get like a bell jar, and then you cover it with a paper towel and an elastic, and along the side, mark the height of where your mixture is. And then you let it rest, and it will start bubbling and fermenting, and it will rise. And then you have to add more stuff to it. and kind of keep building it and building it, building it, and it will grow. I'm not going to give it all to you right now, but like it will grow and it's alive. Yeast is a living thing and it's in your flour and your water combo and it will grow and it will bubble. And eventually your sourdough starter will pop up off the top and that's big. You take a scoop of that and you use that as your starter for your bread. So it's the yeast part of it. If you don't want to do that, you can make bread with instant yeast. They sell packets of it. I have been hoarding yeast for a long time because during COVID, it was off the shelves. But I have so much yeast, I don't even know what to tell you. It's Fleischmann's yeast. I have the jars. I think I have 5 jars of it, and that's a ton of it. I don't like the jars because it doesn't stay fresh. You need a video. Okay. I don't have a starter going right now. However, Ballerina Farm, she has a starter and she's made so much of it. She hydrates it in a hydrator and it comes in dry in a packet and you can buy it. And then you can rehydrate it with water and you're using her starter, which is like been going on for years. People have starters that can go on for years and years and years. Sometimes I go through phases and I just like, I stop and I want to start over and I'm not really attached to my starters. So, but that's you need that going and then you take a scoop of that and you use that and you can use that to make pancakes, you can use it to make bread, you can add it to recipes and that's how you get the rise in your bread. You need yeast. But I have a really great bread recipe and it's just with instant yeast and I love it. Could you do a sourdough Saturday segment? Sure. Yes. And you also need a Dutch oven, which is a metal pan, like iron. La Crusette is however you say it. Very expensive. I would never be able to afford that. My Dutch oven is actually, I don't even have the top. It's a bottom and I bought it from Savers and it was like $10, but it's very, very, very heavy. And you put it in the oven first to get it hot. And then after you do the whole thing with your bread and it's rised and risen like Jesus Christ, and then you can make a design. Do you remember the story about how I had the bread lame and it sliced my fucking finger open? Well, you can draw a design in the top of your bread and then you use parchment paper and I just put my bread on the parchment paper and then I drop the whole thing in my Dutch oven bottom. And then I have to use tin foil and I seal the top of my Dutch oven because again, there are some really, really nice Dutch ovens out there, but they're very expensive. But I use tin foil and then you cook it for like 20 to 25 minutes like that. And then you take it off and then you'll see it's already starting to crisp, but it's light color. And then in the next 20 minutes, it gets dark. And then when you take it out, I use a mitt and I take my bread and I flip it over and I knock on the bottom of it and it has a hollow sound. And then you know it's perfectly cooked. And then I usually cut mine right away. I love bread. Love making bread. During COVID, I made loaves for everybody. I love baking bread. The fast recipe that I have that doesn't use sourdough, it's ready in a couple of hours. Sometimes I make it in the morning and then I cook it later in the day. I got a yellow Dutch oven at a yard sale for $1. Holy shit. You know, every single like yard sale or whatever, I've never seen a Dutch oven, like a good one ever. Nobody will give them up. Yeah. Mine is so old. And there's a whole other thing about how you have to season like your iron and stuff. Martha Stewart makes a Dutch oven that's very cost effective. Is she? Erin's saying Martha Stewart's coming out with a skincare line. Oh, yeah.
She was just like, what else can I fucking do?
Yeah. The 40-day shutdown is officially over. I said it was going to be Wednesday. Jeffrey was arguing with me. Thank goodness. You got one at Target with gift cards, a cast iron one. Yes. Sometimes Marshall's has some, but still, I don't actually even know. I don't even know. I love mine. It's obviously ancient and I'm just attached to it. I don't know. Is that enough bread?
Sorry, I know the people could have listened to you for that forever, but I'm looking at the time. It's 9:30.
It's 9:30. We haven't I want to hear you talk about Portnoy's crash out. So if you don't I have a completely crazy take on this. So Dave Portnoy, you guys know, is the guy who started Barstool Sports. Big fans, us. We're big fans of Dave Portnoy and all things Barstool, including you, Kirk. And Dave does pizza reviews, and I'm sure you have seen these. And he goes out in front of if you haven't seen it, Dave goes to pizza places and does a review on the pizza. One bite, everybody knows the rules. He even has an app where you can rate the pizzas and blah, 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 blah. So his thing is he is standing out in front and he has a guy that is videotaping him and he does these reviews. What? Frankie. Yeah, who is that now? So they do these reviews. Well, he's at a review the other day, and while he's out recording a review, a kid, like a college student, comes up to him and goes, "Fuck the Jews," and throws a bunch of coins at his feet. And Dave goes, "Why don't you come over here and get on the camera?" And the kid comes over and looks like there's a bodyguard that kind of gets in between them or whatever. Well, the kid ended up getting arrested and he's not enrolled in whatever college he was at or whatever. And, you know, some people are calling Dave like a baby and a bitch or whatever, blah, 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 blah. A clip has come back around with Kirk Minahan and Dave getting into an argument where Kirk is just basically like, "What's the big," not about this. It's an older clip. He's basically like, "What's the big deal?" And Dave's like, "How many Jews have to die before like these things aren't okay?" And like, I can come from a place and understand, like my kids are Jewish, like their dad is Jewish. And so I said this on my spaces this morning. I use my kids as the barometer to understand like what is anti-Semitic and what is not. And like my kids do not find a kid running over to Dave Portnoy and saying "fuck the Jews" as anti-Semitism or an arrestable offense. I guess what crossed the line here is that they threw coins at him. So this like is beyond words. This is like action, and so that action can be considered threatening or whatnot. And he got arrested for that. But for the speech itself, I don't believe that that is an arrestable offense. We live in America. It's your First Amendment right. You can say whatever you want. People aren't always going to agree with you. I don't want my First Amendment right to be taken away from me. I would like to be able to say whatever I want when I want. Now, have we lived in a society where there are certain things that you can't say? I got raked on Twitter because I used the WIGGA word to talk about JFK and people were calling me racist. It's like, is everything allowed here? And so, you know, I will say, I certainly think there is an uptick of anti-Semitism that is somehow now much more commonplace than it ever was. And I definitely feel there is more of it than I've ever seen. But does that equate to like, I don't really know. I'm not really sure. But Dave kind of crashing out about it. I mean, I can't imagine Dave would be okay with this guy getting arrested for just using his words. You should be able to say whatever you want. Dave says whatever he's want. I say whatever I want. But the throwing the coins at the feet was really kind of like, is that considered a hate crime? Like, wouldn't that not be considered a hate crime? On its own, I don't know if anybody would know what it means, but Dave is Jewish. He said, "Fuck the Jews," and he threw the coins at his feet. So all of that together could be kind of all put up into like a hate crime. Would I venture to say, could you throw a noose at the foot of a black man standing on a street corner and that be okay? I would say the answer is no. So interesting times we're living in. Dave is a very outspoken guy, but I've definitely seen people giving him, I put up this post yesterday, right? It was like Team Portnoy, Team Sydney Sweeney, Team Elon Musk, Team Trump, whatever. And people were like anti Dave Portnoy, and I couldn't believe it. And I was like, what's your problem with Dave Portnoy? Like, what do you got? Why? Because he's rich? What's the problem with Dave? He's from Massachusetts. He started a blog. He's successful. He's a multimillionaire. I love nothing more than watching Dave buy a new house. I love watching him buy a new house. When he bought the first house, then he bought the Nantucket house. Now he bought a Key West house. Buy all the fucking houses, dude. Like, I love that he's arrogant. 100%. I love it. a hundred percent. Like you've earned it. I mean, yes, he's deserved it. Dave's happy he got arrested. I mean, again, like the coin thing is the issue, but the words are not the issue. The words are not the issue. I mean, if that's the case, Kanye would have been locked up a long time ago. Did you see Kanye though? He went and he was like holding hands with a rabbi and he wanted to apologize for everything because people don't understand his bipolar. That is one of the worst love stories of all time. Everything that Kanye went and did to get Kim, waited, the wedding, the love story, everything. He was obsessed with her and she was like finally like it was so right. And he had a mental break and I don't know enough about it, but no, I've never watched it.
The last part of it, it was like a 3-part thing. I think it was like 2 hours or so each one because I don't know if they can hear me.
She's talking about the documentary.
He knew he was going to be this forever, so he had like cameras following him before he was even producing. Like, so he's got 20 years worth of.
He's got like 20 years worth of footage of him.
And like the last episode, like the last bit of the last episode, he was
He was already
in this. And there was even a point where they were like, they shut the cameras off and they were like, this was to the point where he's gonna need, we felt bad like filming it.
I don't know enough about this.
You gotta watch it.
I don't know enough about this or what happens when somebody's saying, I don't like Dave because of all the nasty stuff with the young girls. I mean, under age 21, young girls is gross. Who they're over 18. It's not my problem. Nobody said shit to me when I was 22 and my boyfriend was 44 years old. You know what I mean? Like, and it didn't seem really weird, to be honest with you. So he didn't rape anybody. He dated girls that were young. Those girls wanted to date him. He wanted to date those girls. That's it. I don't care. As long as they're not 18, I don't care. I don't care. I don't know what else to say about it.
How the fuck do you explain this? Him and
But I
Renee-
love his relationship towards it. Yeah, him and his wife, they still have they're not divorced. I don't even think they're divorced. They're still married. They share the same bank accounts, correct? Like, yeah, I mean, people are very, very judgy around here. My ex-husband is 19 years older than me. Christine said, yeah, my ex is 22 years older than me. I was 22 and he was 44. Taylor's oldest time, old guys, young, like young women. Listen, there was nothing illegal about it. Is it immoral? I would even venture to say no. He's an older guy banging a younger girl. I live that life. There is a dynamic there that works for a very small amount of time, and that's it. So I mean, I don't understand what makes that gross. What makes it gross that he was attracted to a younger girl and a younger girl was attracted to an older guy? That's it. I don't get it. Still nothing. What has Dave Portnoy done other than take a blog and turn it into a multi-billion-dollar company and get fucking rich? Get rich. He's got me. I'm obsessed with Barstool. I'm too old to be obsessed with Barstool, and I'm obsessed with Barstool. Yeah.
I mean, it's not what it is now.
I've grown with Barstool, and I have grown up together. You don't follow KFC Radio?
The kids came on it too much.
It's the kids. Yeah,
I just can't do it.
I like Kevin. Kevin's.
I follow him. so
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm trying to follow so many.
Yeah. Well, I'm like in my Kirk era now. You know what I mean? Like this. Like there's. So I mean, what Barstool did, what they did with Penn, and what he did, and then bought Penn back, and I mean, it's genius. I was also really deep into the Erica era too when she was their CEO. Like we were really into that.
She pushed a lot of fucking girly shit and like
Yeah.
that's where all these people, Caroline, shoot me.
Yeah.
That girl that does the man on the street shit, Danielle,
Oh,
shoot me.
tea with publicity.
Oh,
The worst. Kevin Clancy is okay. I love Kevin. Listen, Kevin's videos with him in front, he is on it. Any story that comes out, the minute it happens, he's on it. He's like, and I want more content about his house though. He bought like an old house and I need more information about it. Can we have more Clancy Manor updates, please, Kevin? Thank you. He saved Miss Peaches. I mean, I have a Barstool Roger Goodell original clown nose fan towel hanging in my office. What a time. I have some original Saturdays are for the boys merch. I have a hat, and I also have a hat that has this on it, like this symbol on it. It's green. It was like really long time ago. You have such a crush on Kevin? I mean, date. If I have to pick any of them, I'm picking Kirk. I have this weird. Again, it's like I like when guys yell, like when you're a little angry. Not. It's like I like Kirk that he gets angry and he's mean. So if I had to rank the Barstool guys, I'm putting Kirk first, Dave second. We did rank this in Florida. We did this. You have to, well, is it gone forever? We did rank them, but Kirk wasn't part of Barstool back then. How's Murphy doing? I don't know. Fine. Old and cold. Murphy's mom just had hip surgery. So we get occasionally clips of her at home. In the 90s, a friend of mine who was 22 started dating a 48-year-old woman. Sure. Bunny, I like Kirk too. His unhingedness is awesome. Yeah. Kirk gives you anxiety. Erin says Kirk gives her anxiety, not me. I like that clip in particular when the clip of him and Dave Portnoy yelling at each other, and Dave's like, shut up. And Kirk's like, and he's like, don't tell me to shut up. And Dave's like, shut the fuck up. And Kirk's like, okay. And he's just like, yeah, shut up. And he's just like, yeah, that's going to hurt me. That's going to stay with me. And he's like, what the fuck? You work for me. And Kirk's like, for now. I'm like, it's good. It's good. It made me want to get into a fight with someone. Like, I want to get into a fight with Brian. I want to get into a fight with Nan. I want to get into a fight with Mike Crawford. Like, would they accept an open invite to come on here for a battle of the wits? Like, would they? Probably not. Crossing off Dave Portnoy. We have one thing left. Unboxing. Oh, and Nick Rocco. Listen, here's all you need to know. Nick Rocco is going to start a YouTube show, and it's going to be amazing, and it's going to have unlimited access to Karen Read, and nobody has ever had that before. Nobody has access to Karen Read except Nick Rocco, okay? And it's all going to be about the civil trial, and he's going to have all of these attorneys, and it's going to be amazing. And you're going to watch, and I'm going to watch. That's it. That's all we need to know. I have 2 unboxings.
Don't forget the Northern Lights.
Hmm?
The Northern Lights.
Oh, you can see the Northern Lights. Bunny version Celebrity Deathmatch. Nick Rocco is a B. I'm not watching. I'll watch and I'll take one for the team. Mike definitely wouldn't. He's too much. He wouldn't. I would love to debate Mike Crawford. Let's start with this one. Jessica Machado. We have no information on this whatsoever. We have no info on this. He's fronting a podcast for Karen Read. He's private when it comes to that, Jess. You're going to get yourself in hot water again. What are you talking about? I can do whatever I want. What do you mean hot water again? None of this is hot water again. What do you mean? What, because of what I did with Brian? Who said that? What do you mean? He's very private when it comes to that, Jess. You're going to get yourself. Who's private for what? Who's private for what? Elaborate on that while I tear through this package. What do you mean? Georgia was here and we misplaced the scissors. We don't know where they are. Jesus.
There are only 2 of safety left because you took the fucking bottle.
Okay. Who's private? Is this a handwritten note? I die. Jess, this bracelet is an actual friendship bracelet from the actual Eras tour in California. So at SoFi Stadium, the night they filmed the documentary. I think you are fearless. From one mama Swiftie to another, your bestie from the Westie, Tara Ellis. It's right here.
Fearless. Oh, that's a great gift. How did she part with that?
I know. Erin's saying, how would you
I mean,
part
it's
with
fine now,
this?
but, like, how would you part with that?
Ugh.
Fearless. You gotta do that. I just watched the Irish Bar. I was so bored on Sunday.
Thank you, bestie. I gotta put it with my Jenny one. This one, it just says, oh, it's from Janie in Franklin, Mass. She wrote bestie at the top.
Oh, cute. Wait, that bracelet's great.
It is.
Good vibe with that.
Yep. I had a lot of requests for address to send things for unboxings this week. So I suspect we'll probably get. We're in a little bit of a problem here because we took all of our tools.
People
Asking what?
for the address. We, like,
They-
go back to posting it.
You can post it.
We don't. You know what I mean?
Pal, I'm.
Don't hurt yourself. Do I need to open it?
Mm.
Okay. Away from you.
When we worked at Victoria's Secret, I would train everybody to cut the boxes away from themselves.
I just don't know with a couple of the trolls that are in here. I mean, the trolls also aren't gonna buy you presents. So I don't know. Can we just Google it? Okay, just do a little bit of homework. And just Google it and try out things out.
We're down to one weapon. Someone said, I would love the address. No, don't be weird. Don't say it like that. You can't say that.
Yeah, the PO boxes were too expensive.
Guys, you're not going to believe this. This is another one of the bunny signs that say, don't tell me what to do. We have 3 of them now.
Oh, cute.
This needs to go back there. Actually, this could go in the frame. It will fit the frame. We have this. It's over there. But it's still a really great, thoughtful gift.
Carol, pushing her luck.
Carol, do you want my address?
Access for the JFK channel, please. We don't do that. We do bunnies and beaver moons
Beaver Moons.
and knives.
Ooh, a card. Thank you, it says. You're simply the bestie. Thank you for all you do. From Janie or Janine in Franklin. Mm. Thank you.
Almost 10 p.m. Here we go.
Almost 10 p.m.
I'm gonna take off my blanket.
All right.
Look at this.
So let's look at some chat. Look, it's really cold. My nose is running.
It's so cold.
Please, Nikki, haircuts. We already talked about it. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's stupid. I could pass the I don't know who that is. I don't. Oh, that feels so much better.
You tell this one to stop. If she's gonna be threatening the besties, then she's gonna.
Who's threatening the besties?
Carol's being bad.
Carol.
She didn't answer the soap opera question.
Do you know who Carol reminds me of? Tammy. Have you guys ever seen Tammy? You did that very well. Tammy is the ghost goblin from what's her name though in heaven? Denise in heaven, where she like does the towel and she's got the razor in her ear and she's like 911, thank you for calling heaven, and like she meets the people or whatever, and then there's like the bad one and it's Tammy and she goes like this and she's like, hello, it's Tammy. Erin just did it anyway. Carol, you're reminding me of Tammy.
Tammy's good.
I just realized my hair is still cold and wet from my shower, and it's worse because it's so cold in here.
I agree. The next threat to a bestie, you're out of it.
Are you still taking a step back from your TB friendship? I haven't. I just don't talk about it anymore. That's the compromise. We're still friends. We still talk, but I don't talk about it. And I think it has more meaning when I don't talk about it.
Yeah, but he was being, um, he was a lot of drama.
There was a lot going on and I wanted to talk and I didn't, you know what I mean? So, but it's better this way. I just talked to him yesterday, actually. Take a flight over to JFK. Don't miss your flight, Carol. But we love it when you talk about it. I know, because you guys are drama whores. We can't do that. At one point in this thing, I made a blowjob like thing with my mouth against somebody in the chat. I will regret that. Jess would never play hide the key fob. Are you kidding me? Listen to me. In drunken arguments with Jeff Machado, do you know what happens? I go to bed. I go to bed and I close my door, and that's it. Good night. Good nights. I don't fucking care. I love my sleep. I'm not a drunk weirdo. I don't hide things. I don't care. I've known about this, and I'm aware of what happened with the key fob in the shoe. And I tried to think if at ever any point in my life I was ever in a relationship like that. And the answer is no. No, I've just never been in a relationship where I've done that. No. When Julia's dad and I were in a relationship, he was ultimately I ended up leaving because he had a girlfriend or was cheating on me or whatever. There were some times where I would drive by the pub to see whose car was still outside with him. And then I did catch him with a girl one time at a restaurant. That was crazy. But so I guess, but I mean, I get, well, I don't know. Aren't we too, Aaron, I was just going to say, I was in my 20s. I was like a kid. Like, can I imagine at 40 years old to be acting like that at night? Ma'am, Meredith, I have a question for you. If you've been out drinking at night, right? And you've got court the next day, what the fuck are you doing up at 2 a.m. hiding shoes in cabinets and taking key fobs? What are you doing? First of all, if he wants to go, let him fucking go. Because keeping him there he doesn't want to be there. Why would you be okay with somebody being there that in their head is going, I wish I could get the fuck out of here?
She's ready because she has 8 minutes.
Oh, Carol, I don't have time for you now. I don't have time. It's too late now, Carol. So you didn't. Erin says you did that on purpose. So, like, you're. Why are you doing that? Like that, you don't want to. Why would you keep somebody here who you can keep him there? You can take his shoe and you can take his key fob, right? Fine. Let's say you do that. You came up with the plan and he's not going anywhere, right? And he's on the couch. And say you're not even going to get in his face because that's what happened. He was there, right? Just say that was the case. Just say that was the case. And say you're in your bed and he's on the couch and you get under your covers, right? And you plug your phone in and you lay back on your pillow and he doesn't want to be here. I'm so glad it's exactly where he is. Why would you ever want to be? Why would you keep him there? Why would you want him to be there if he didn't want to be there? Like, what's wrong with you where you would want him to be so uncomfortable that he's like thinking of how he can escape? Like, that's a weird thing to do. I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, my mentality is if you want to go, you go. Good luck. Go. I think you took it. Like, if you want to go, go. You think you can do better, go. Do you think that you there's another girl out there? Absolutely go. Go. But one day you'll be at home and you'll be in bed and you'll be thinking about me and you'll have had regrets, but I'll be gone and it'll be too late at that point.
Is he that good?
Meredith, if that's the case, then maybe I don't know. It's still, you still can't hold him hot. You can't do that. That's like, you can't do that. You can't do that. I am thinking about something, and this does remind me of something. Jack and George's dad, we got into an argument. We weren't living together. And he took my car key and he threw it outside. And then he thought I took his wallet and he called the police. And the police came and he was like, she took my wallet. And I was like, I didn't take his wallet. I was like, but he did take my car key and threw it out somewhere out on the street. And they arrested him for kidnapping because I couldn't leave. And then they were going to let him go, and he was like, I'm going to go, can I put my shoes on? And the cop's like, yeah, go in the room and get your shoes. And he fucking bent down to get his shoes, and his fucking wallet was right there near his shoe. I didn't take it. Again, I was really young. There were no kids in the house. I guess we all have, maybe we've all had problems like that or things like that. I don't know.
When I was 15.
Erin said she had issues like that at 15. Yeah. I just feel like after we get to 40, aren't you tired? Like, do you do a skincare routine at night before you go to bed, Meredith? Maybe you want to invest in some skincare routine. Maybe you want to do some Bay Harbor Beauty and you want to like get your face ready for court the next day. Meredith did post the weirdest selfies. You cannot judge women who post selfies, just so you know. Don't ever go after a woman who posts a selfie, even Meredith, because in that moment, they're looking at themselves and they think that they look their prettiest. And you cannot fuck with a woman's self-esteem like that. She should have her own. Bay Harbor Beauty is putting hearts in the chat. Women have, you have to have your own self-esteem. Nobody ever posts a bad selfie. In that moment, you're looking at it, you think you look pretty, then let them have that moment. That's how they feel. I am 57 and this is the year that I became tired, said Melanie. What happened to the mommy dearest wire hangers? I don't know. We're not talking about that. I have no idea. I threw them in the trash. I don't keep stuff from stalkers. I am 32 and we don't act like that. Bye, boy. Bye, boy. All right. We got through everything on the list, actually. We got through everything on the list. Saturday, we're starting season 2 of the Jess Machado Show. Clearly, we have to get new equipment. We need a new bookshelf. We're going to make a call to Jeff, not Jeffrey, not Jeff Stee, but we're going to call Jeff and we're going to get the heat going in here. I will talk to him. Because he gives us this space, I didn't want to bother him. And I use minimal everything in here. We don't want to ask. My profile pic is the last selfie I ever took. 20s are for crazy, 40s are for skincare. I'm working on it. All right, besties. We've got 4 minutes. We're going to try to not set off the alarms tonight. Nope, haven't heard a word about the alarm situation. Nope. Well, the cleaning people were still here, but these alarms are monitored in real time. So there is a company that sees these alarms going in real time. So they probably saw us leaving and they knew. Meredith is a teenager. She has a mother. She needs to act like it. Yeah, sure. I agree. Besties, thanks for joining me. Sorry, it was so cold, Erin. This was fun. My nose is running. And we will see you on Saturday for regular Jess Machado Show, 9 a.m. Bye, besties.